Oh my God. I didn't expect that. Where'd it go?
Haribol, everyone. Welcome to the Hare Krishna Hot Take, where we basically talk about pretty much anything and everything under the sun. I'm Narayan, and we've got over here...
Prema.
So, what's going on today, Prema?
We are having a Q&A slumber party. I asked you on social media to send in your questions, and we're just going to chill. We're waiting for Thai food right now.
Thai food, yes.
And we're going to answer them. Ooh, this is right up on my neck.
Ooh.
Sorry. We're going to just chill.
Ooh, can I hold mine also?
Yeah, I think so. We're going to just chill.
Okay.
We're waiting for Thai food. And we're going to just answer some questions. Because it's pajama time.
It's pajama time. It's Q&A. It's a Sunday. And we're ready to get a little gossipy with it and see what questions you guys have for us. Please feel free to send us as many as you like, because I actually personally really dig these. I like when there's random questions to answer. I think you've seen the questions?
I have seen the questions.
I have not seen the questions.
Yeah.
So, surprise face is real.
Yeah.
This is not paid. You have to pay me for my surprise face. This is free. Y'all get free today.
So, I say feel free to sit back, relax, put the kids to bed, get in your pajamas.
Send them away.
Get us, just put them in summer camp. Send them to a boarding school.
Time for bed. Time to go.
And just relax and just chill with us. So,
okay.
I think we'll start in order of, like, where it popped up for me.
Okay.
On social media.
I love that we get questions now.
Me too. I used to be like, please, anybody.
Yeah, do you remember
anybody got a question?
Like the first couple of episodes, it was like, guys, if you guys have any questions, it was like one.
Yeah.
Like,
one
question.
Like, kind of made it up.
And yeah, like we kind of made it up for a gaslit somebody into like asking us a question.
Yeah.
Now everyone's like,
sorry.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Security. This is nice. I like Q&A. Let's get more Qs so we can give more A's. By the way, this is a baby blanket that you see here. How do they do it? How do they like 33 years old, I'll have you know.
Cute.
This was my baby blanket, and I still have it till today.
I love it.
What childhood things do you have? Share in the comments below.
I have nothing.
So what's our first question?
Okay.
I'm so nervous.
The
Should I be
very
nervous?
first question I got was from this guy that like keeps messaging me, and I thought I blocked him, but here he is again. Is he your boyfriend?
Yes. Time to just it's
spill
time.
it.
Let the whole world know.
We're in love.
Love? Okay, now we gotta break up. Sorry. See, she's too clingy.
Oh, I'm sorry. We shouldn't put a label on this relationship, actually.
Oh, now you're too distant. Definitely breaking up with you. I like these. What's the next one?
The next one is, what's the worst hot take you've heard from someone else?
What does that mean?
Like, we're always given a hot take, right? We react to something.
Okay.
So what's the worst?
Like a Hare Krishna hot take?
Or
a
just
global
like a
hot
general...
Take, like Ukraine's getting invaded.
Yeah, I know. I was like, there's
what
a lot
does
of
that
them.
mean? Like,
There's a lot of them.
Yeah. What's the worst hot take? Well.
What?
Guru Maharaj? That was tough.
But as a hot take?
Was that not hot? I think it's still kind of warm even.
I mean, like, a hot take would be, like, some people being like... Okay. A hot take would be... A hot take would be how all these sannyasis are, like, falling down. And they're like, he has dementia!
I'm out.
You don't understand! His frontal cortex lobe fallopian tube is not working! He can't help it! There's no power of choice!
That's bad.
That's the worst hot hot take
That's a
I
hot
heard
take.
recently.
That's the worst hot take. I'll tell you right now. That one, yes. Poor dementia. He was just left alone and guarded.
No.
Poor thing with dementia.
Poor little guy.
That's all I got. I can't figure. That's just like taking over everything I'm thinking about right now.
Yeah, because it's like it's the most insane thing to justify. You know?
That was wild.
Yeah.
I also, like, for me, like, a really cringy one that I still shiver to this day was that weird Hare Krishna lady on the date.
Oh.
I couldn't. I wanted to crawl up into a hole and I wasn't even there.
Yeah.
That was a little cringy for me.
The guy just felt like he was such a gentleman, you know? He was
couldn't
so
watch
sweet.
all of it.
Oh, you should. You gotta watch it.
I saw some of it, and she's out there like, what is she? She's like, Haira Vijajal or whatever it was, you know?
Yeah, they cut it real bad. Mahaprasade Govinde Rama Rama Hare Hare. I was like, you know what? Let me get out of here.
Swallow me whole.
Get me out of here.
Just burn me up and throw me away.
Yeah.
Like yesterday's dreams and tomorrow's hopes.
So that's my take on that one.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
A celebrity you used to like, but now you really don't.
Beyonce.
Yeah?
Oh, she's gonna kill me if I say that. I don't know. After I heard of all the Satan worshipping thing, I was all like, I've been listening to all your Satan worshipping songs. You know, like it's not even the Satan worshipping. It's like if you don't thank her, then you get killed.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And then the whole the whole Jay-Z thing, and I was like, because like Beyonce, like after a certain point, she had some good songs. Like she was obviously led the industry. Then I was like, everyone still be liking her, even though you've got all of this going on, like. You could be the worst person, but as long as you've got a fan base, keep doing what you do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't deal.
Not Beyonce.
Who's yours?
Not a celebrity that I loved, but like one that I liked fairly well that comes to my mind is Salman Khan.
Who?
He's a Bollywood actor. He's like one of the famous Bollywood actors. And it's not like he was my favorite actor. He definitely wasn't. I just think he used to look really funny when he danced. Because he's like really buff, you know, but only up here.
I need a picture.
He had like these skinny little legs. And then whenever he danced, his little his pants would like wiggle when he danced. And I thought that was really funny. So, but I mean, he was like mildly tolerable. But then he killed 2 endangered deer.
Oh, I know him.
Yeah.
I know him.
Famous.
Yeah, what's wrong with him?
He killed 2 endangered deer, and then he
Ram, help me! Sorry.
And then he he manslaughtered a homeless person.
What?
Yes, with his luxury car.
Like a car crash?
Yeah, like he ran over this homeless person, killed them, and he blamed the driver. And it's like, we know it ain't no driver. Oh. You know? Oh. And that really... And I think, back in the day, I think he was dating Aishwarya Rai. And that thing fell apart because he was, a scumbag, so...
Aishwarya, girl, what you doing?
What
know your worth, girl. We love you. Do we love her? She's fine, right?
I think she's
okay.
Is
she Satan worshipping?
No, I don't think so. She married into the Bachchan family, which is fine. But people give her a lot of flack for. She's older now, you know.
I like her.
She's beautiful, you know, but also she's older, and people are like, "Oh, you need to lose more weight. You need to do this."
Oh man, grow up.
Let her be. Let her age gracefully.
Yeah, just take some Ozempic. You'll be fine.
Yeah. You know? So, I'm over Salman Khan.
Bye, Salman Khan. Just met you. Gotta go.
Alright. Now on to some kind of serious ones here.
Oh dear. What we got?
How can we have more compassion for our fellow devotees?
You did not ask me. This is not the time to ask me this question. Okay.
After we said, yes, dementia! How can we have compassion? Like,
Okay. Oh Lord, be testing me on that. You start. I'll build on.
I think it's important to see the human side of a person before you see the devotee side of a person. You know what I'm saying? So, like, before we put them on the pedestal, oh, this is a devotee, so they must be like, you know? Start with, like, the human side, you know?
Okay, wait, let's break it down. What is compassion?
Compassion.
Is compassion just acknowledging and accepting and tolerating things that irritate us or that we are not happy with? Is that compassion?
For me, I mean, when I think of having compassion for devotees, I'm not thinking of people who are in leadership positions or are influencers. I'm thinking of, like, the common devotee that I see at Darshanarti or whatever. You know, who maybe...
But what does that mean? What does compassion mean?
Yes.
Is it compassion only when it's it's an angry situation and I have to show compassion? Or is it compassion when everything's fine and I'm supposed to be extra compassionate? And I'm supposed to go above and beyond? What is compassion?
No, I don't think compassion requires you taking, like, a bullet for somebody, but I think it's just more like... Oh, well, I was just thinking about it, like, more like mental compassion, not like, oh, they need to pay their rent, and let me give them the money for their rent.
Yeah.
You know?
That's not healthy.
For me, it's more like...
give me money for my rent. Please be compassionate.
I was thinking more, like, mentally, like...
Yeah.
Extending grace in that way, where, you know, sometimes we can be really hard on people, when they act crazy or you get in a fight or whatever. And, you know, there needs to be a moment where you go, look, they're a devotee, I'm a devotee, we're all trying out here. You know? We're all just trying to make ends meet. And if we can put Krishna in it, let's put Krishna in it. You know?
That's how it should be, actually.
Yeah.
That's actually a great starting point. Right? I'm assuming this person who asked this question is coming from the perspective of how to be more compassionate, how to be more understanding, how to, I'm assuming. Mm-hmm. And how to put Krishna... If you put Krishna in the center, you won't have this question because it's so self-explanatory. If you understand that you are a servant of Krishna and everyone is a servant of Krishna, Krishna is the supreme, and you're the person who's doing the servant, Krishna is the one doing the enjoyment, and that you just want to focus on your bhakti, this will not trouble you as a question. But of course, nobody's on the Brahma Bhuta platform, I feel. And I feel like there's a little psychological tips that we can get there, Compassion is something that humans do. I like that you brought up human first. Yeah. It's not something that animals do. Yeah. An animal... Prabhupada distinguishes animal life from human life by just doing what you want. Just follow your urges. You know what I mean? Yeah. The dog doesn't consider the cat. The cat doesn't consider the mouse. Just do what you like. If you're interested in being a better human being, there are things that you want to do that you don't have to. You don't have to be compassionate. It's not mandatory. It's not obligatory. No one's going to force you to do it. If you're not compassionate to someone, there's no police who's going to come here and say, why weren't you kind? These are things we choose to take on. So I would answer, sorry, I'm totally channeling here, but because I've been thinking about this a lot lately. But it's like compassion is a choice. Do you choose to be compassionate because that's who you want to see in the mirror? Or is compassion something that's more societal? Like, I should be compassionate. I should do this. That's a little harder because sometimes I should do this, but I don't feel like it. Mm-hmm. But compassion is definitely a choice. And it's something that makes you a higher quality human being, because doing something when you don't have to do it, that shows your intentions. Yeah. And it goes the same way too. Being unnecessarily nasty when you don't have to. It's a choice.
And I think it's
Welcome
really...
back.
No, like, sorry. We'll get the next question. But, like, just to add on there, like, it being a choice, but I think, like, when we talk about compassion, like, also like have compassion for yourself too. Like,
That's a tough one.
show yourself a lot of grace before you can't fill somebody else's cup if yours is empty. So sometimes, talking about it being a choice, like if this person is a person deemed worthy of compassion, you extend compassion. But
And if they're not, how do you deem somebody not worthy of compassion? Is there a situation? That stupid word? That stupid word I've been hearing. Boundaries.
Boundaries.
I hate boundaries. I hate boundaries.
I love boundaries.
I
love
Child.
it. I love
No, you
boundaries.
don't.
Yeah.
No, you
I love.
You lie. I hate boundaries. Boundaries, I guess because I'm an open doormat. But like, how do you have that boundaries? How does compassion blend with boundaries? To me, they seem mutually opposing.
So like,
contradictions.
Let's talk about like in a devotional sense, like offending a Vaishnava, right? Is completely unforgivable.
Unforgivable.
So if somebody offends you,
Matalhati.
for you to be compassionate and say, you know what, I accept your apology, but for my mental health, this is my boundary, and you need to stay on your side. We can be high and by friends.
But doesn't that mean that inside you don't forgive that person? Because if it were compassion and it were forgiveness, why would you need to have a boundary unless you had some resentment?
Right, so you forgive, but you don't forget, because it's not that person has learned their lesson. But you're just saying, I'm releasing this from myself, that I don't hold anything against you. I'm wishing you the best for your Krishna consciousness, but you're not the best for my mental health or spiritual health or physical health or
Does
whatever.
the Vaishnava think like that?
They should.
Do they?
Yeah.
Interesting to digest upon. I always have this conversation about boundaries because I dislike boundaries.
I love them.
Boundaries to me is
I
like
need 'em.
is an obstacle in a relationship. It is putting something in between you and me that will stop me from connecting with you more. The more boundaries I have with you, the more distant you become from me.
But boundaries are good also. It can be simple things too. Like my daughter has a new boundary. And her boundary is knock before you enter her room. This is a good boundary.
This is a good
She's
boundary.
learning privacy. She's learning to, have a sense of self.
Yeah, but that's
separate
more
from
like
me.
saying, like, you see, like, I feel like there's a couple of, I don't know, this is a little bit concoction of mine, but I feel like there's different types of boundaries. Mm-hmm. I feel like there's the kind of boundary, like, like how your daughter says, I'd like you to knock before you enter.
Yeah.
That's a very specific thing.
Yeah.
That kind of, you're just saying, this is, I need my space respected like this. And it's
Yeah.
not so much a boundary, it's a request. But I feel like a lot of times the boundaries comes across as like, I do not accept this part of you.
No.
And this I cannot deal with. I don't want to engage with this in this way. Mm-hmm. And you are closed from having a relationship with me in this particular context. It's a very this. This is what boundary feels like to me. Tell me, how warm and friendly does this feel?
But is everyone deserving of your whole self? I don't think so.
Yes, but is boundaries the solution to that?
Yes. Otherwise, what's the solution?
I become more grounded.
Every single person that you meet on the street should be invited in your house? No, that's a boundary.
But it's like
Your
very much
boundary
on brand for me.
Is, Gopal Das down the street is not welcome in your house because you don't know this person. He could be crazy. He could steal your money. He could take all your little spices that you just labeled.
Hell no. I just got spices.
We all have boundaries. We just don't label it boundaries.
We have soft boundaries. Soft boundaries.
Okay.
Another type of boundary. Soft boundaries. The kind of boundaries that are not really said. I think to get to the point where you have to tell someone, I don't want to see you anymore. You're bad for my health. Or I don't want to interact. I don't want our kids to play together. My mom doesn't, want you around the house anymore. Yeah. Like those kind of things are boundaries, right? Legally speaking.
Yeah.
But they just, imagine, this is the problem I have with boundaries.
But that's more like along the lines of like, I'm fighting with you.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about that.
But that's what a boundary is.
No.
It's a distance.
That's fighting.
No, fighting is a whole other thing. But that's why else would you put a boundary with somebody unless they were crossing a line? There's no reason to put a boundary with somebody unless they cross a line. That's why you have a boundary.
Yeah.
That was a question.
Oh, I'm like, I agree. Like,
yeah,
you have to make a line.
No boundaries.
So that they don't cross
You're
that
right.
line.
No boundaries.
So, but I don't want to be friends with Gopal Das down the street, you know? Like, I like having my space, and I invite the people that I can trust into my life, you know? Because I've had my personal experience where there are people who misuse my trust and misuse my friendship. It was bad for my mental health. It was a bad experience for me. Those people, my love should be earned. It should be earned.
What happened to those people?
They're out. I don't want them.
Is that a Vaishnava way?
Yes.
To be out and in and out?
I think so.
As a personal Vaishnava growth for yourself.
I have no hard feelings toward those people. They just weren't
Still
for
out,
me.
though.
They just weren't for me. I don't have to be friends with everybody to respect them.
Do you respect them? Or are you still a little bitter? That's what I'm saying. The boundary puts a seal.
It's like respect from a far distance.
I get it, girl. Trust me. I get it.
You know? Where it's like, because I wish, I don't want to keep chewing the chewed, thinking about, mulling over whatever happened. And every time I see you, I want to turn my head and spit.
That's me.
You know?
That's me.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like that feeling of there was a point in time where every person I saw on the street, I wanted to turn my head and spit. They disgusted me so much.
Did I make you turn and spit?
No.
Okay.
I meant like management type people. You know what I mean? That's what I meant.
Give management a break. They're having a hard time already.
But see, compassion.
Understanding.
That's all I'm asking.
And also, compassion for people who are in a position of management is not so strong for me because you do have a responsibility.
Exactly.
So it's dharma, right?
Yeah.
I have a duty to kind of be strict on you if you're in a position of management.
Yeah.
But as a person to person, I don't know. I guess I'm just a softie. I will always go for the compassion as long as possible. My toxic trait is that I will not speak up. And if this is you, girl or boy, I get you. But I will do the compassion thing till the day I die because I believe in compassion. I believe in a world, the kind of world we read about, where we want to get back to the spiritual world. Everyone is sweet. Everyone is kind. There's no need to descend to vulgarity, to nonsense. And I will extend that in faith of that kind of ideal until the lines snap. And when the lines snap, you see cray come out to play. Cause I can snap real quick. I don't know if that's Rajaguna because Rajaguna is very excessive.
It's because you got all these people. You got all these people. You got all these people up in your house.
I got that.
And of course,
how it should be.
I mean, think about like sannyasis. They don't have every single person like up in their house.
They got so many people.
They have a few people that they trust, that help them, that serve them, or whatever.
No, sannyasis have everybody up in their house.
You know. Yeah.
You avoiding a situation is not a boundary.
I think that's a boundary.
That's not a boundary. Vote, guys. Vote.
Somebody tell me what a boundary is.
Vote. Tell me what boundary is.
All right, let's work on the next one. And where is our prasadam?
Yeah.
Oh, she said it's coming.
They're still growing the leaves.
Okay. Why is there animosity, almost, between different parivars? How to overcome it?
What is a parivar?
Parivar is like different groups, different organizations, like Gaudiya Math, us.
Oh, I see.
Whatever is it, Vrindavan, you know, that kind of stuff.
You want to lead this one? You're the Brahmin.
I can't speak for any other organization. I can only speak for what I've heard as an ISKCON devotee. And Srila Prabhupada, wanting to come to the West, his god brothers told him it's impossible. They tried preaching in the West. These people are mlechas. They can't understand anything. They can't accept anything. It's pointless. But Prabhupada had a determination to serve his guru, so he did it. And even while he was schlepping away in New York City, he even wrote to his godbrothers, and he's like, I want to make this part of the Gaudiya Math. I've started a center. Not interested. They were too busy fighting over books and temples, right? They're not even books, just temples. So Prabhupada alone tried again and again. They wouldn't send him any money. They wouldn't send him any resources. They didn't even want whatever was going on in America to be part of Gaudiya Math.
That's a fact.
So then, it sort of is like we all belong to Prabhupada.
We're like his little orphans in a way.
And he did not want us going to other mutts and getting diluted with their philosophy or them out of envious, because Prabhupada was the one that made Western disciples. They would try and lure them away from Prabhupada into their organization. So Prabhupada was very much like, don't go here, don't go there, don't go here. Why are you over there? He would get
I will tell you what's up.
Yeah,
you know?
he was like, he would actually get angry. He would get jealous. And many Prabhupada disciples will tell you that's the case. He didn't want any of that happening. So that kind of, for me, that's just always stayed with me, is Prabhupada doesn't want me going in other places. And sometimes I do try to extend a hand and say, hey, you know, we're all Gaudiya Vaishnavas, let's all get along. And then somehow, like, it's like Krishna pulls me back and is like, nah, girl, stay with Prabhupada. I don't know why, because I really...
Oh my God. Can you tell for everyone, to this day, the story of the book?
Okay.
I want to hear the story again.
I've got a couple stories, okay? I'll tell the book one. So, as you know, or you may not know, there's an old yoga pit, okay? The place across in Navadwip where we thought was Lord Chaitanya's birthplace, and then Bhaktivinoda Thakur came and said, oh no, Mahaprabhu's birthplace is here in Mayapur. So that old yoga pit is still there. You can go there, check it out.
It's a mystical topic. Even Prabhupada said, like, for us to dive into the mysteries of where is the real place, that's not our business.
Yeah.
You know, we take this as our yoga pit, and that's it.
You know? So, again, I'm just cool. I want to, like, give them a little money. You know, I always make sure whenever I go to a temple, like, if I'm visiting, I want to buy a book or something, you know?
Because you regularly do tours there, right?
Yeah.
Like, or you show friends around.
Anytime devotees come.
Can we do? Because I never know where to go.
I would
when it's
love
cooler.
to do it.
Yeah.
Love to.
I would love to go to these little temples with you. We'll do a thing.
Yeah. So, like, I always love to, like, buy a little book, give a donation, something, you know, just to support. And I went to the bookstall. I said, do you have any book in English? And the guy's kind of like, yeah, here. This is the only book we have in English. Sure. I opened the book, and it says, what's wrong with naming your deities Radha Madan Mohan, Radha Madhava, Radha, Gopinath, Radha Krishna? These are all beautiful names. They're divine names. We shouldn't mentally concoct. We shouldn't make any speculation about Krishna's names. They're all divine. They're all pure. I was like, okay. And then I turned the page. It's like, so these names, like, Radha, for example, Radha Paris Ishwara, Radha London Ishwara, it is all nonsense. I closed the book. I packed up everybody. I said, get me out of here. How dare you? Prabhupada didn't do nothing to you, and you out here attacking him, okay?
Oh.
Paris, okay? Fashion capital of the world. London, business capital of the world. Is not Radha Boise, Idaho, Ishwar. Alright? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that we just pulled this name out of nowhere. Out of all the most beautiful, fashionable things, radharani is topmost. Krishna is topmost. That didn't come from nowhere. Right?
You gotta go and you asked the question.
You know, Delaware Ishwara. Like, what do you think is happening?
Like Habibpur Ishwara.
Yeah.
Even though he is. That's the thing.
Yeah.
He is. But for our sake, we have to understand who's really at play, because we get so charmed by the material energy. I would also add to that, like, a lot of the animosity really... Please.
It's just, like, experiences like this just keep happening. It's been like this for years, where I want to, like, serve a devotee who's from a different mutt or something, and it just... Krishna just keeps pulling me back, and he's like, nope, I'm not joking. It's for real.
Yeah.
It's for real.
It's for real. I've had a lot of those situations as well, and a lot of guru bashing. Like, I'm sorry. If we're here to talk about Krishna, let's talk about Krishna. I don't even know who your guru is. I'm not even interested, right? To go in there and start analyzing your guru. From my perspective, your guru is in a much better position spiritually than I am. No matter what you think he is, he's still more advanced than me. This is somebody who chants. This is somebody who preaches. This is somebody who wakes up early. Somebody who's clean. Somebody who travels and preaches and dedicates his life to Krishna. So I have nothing bad to say. But when I go to some of these programs by some of our, I will say, call them cousins of ours, our spiritual cousins, I feel like there's a lot of resentment.
Yeah.
And that really kind of, I don't want to be in that energy. We don't know how to speak to each other anymore. That sort of that sort of class, you know, like Prabhupada, whenever I saw the pictures of Prabhupada with his god brothers, it was like a meeting of high-minded gentlemen. Despite everything that had happened, you know, there was a sangha. And that's kind of like what we don't have. We get very caught up in our own world perspective. Krishna gives us our own independence. The animosity that happens is not really a necessary thing. We choose to see people differently. In our case, it's spiritual discrimination is the same thing that fuels racism or homophobia or xenophobia or any of the other little ways that we can divide humans up. It's the same thing. It's not better or worse. Even in the spiritual world, there's the Radharani camp and there's the Chandravali camp.
Yeah.
But that rivalry is meant for Krishna's pleasure.
Yeah.
Krishna finds it beautiful to have people, to have his gopis, you know, warring over him. And that's done purely out of love for Krishna. Are we doing that? No. We judge. You're better, I'm better, you're worse.
Yeah.
You know?
Because I used to experience this all the time too, like, oh, Prabhupada didn't give you everything. This is like a big thing among certain personalities. Prabhupada didn't give you everything. You have to come over here and then you get everything. And then people are like,
get the hell out of here, yo.
You know?
Even if he did, why are you so bothered that I'm here with my so-called...
In my next life, I'll join your someday.
Yeah.
Then don't worry
Why are you
about
worried?
It. Don't worry about me. Don't make numbers for your guru.
Yeah.
I think here's the thing: is people. The bottom line is everybody mind your own business.
Fine, sip water and mind your business. Stay hydrated.
Drinking water, mind my
Mind your
business.
business.
That's it. Don't be trying to steal people from ISKCON. Don't be trying to steal people from Gaudiya Math. Don't be trying to steal people from Vrindavan. People will go wherever their devotional heart takes them.
I think that's where it's come to. Like, there's a lot of conversion happening.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, boil the milk. You know, like, it's not a lot of, like, philosophy. Like, a lot of people don't know the philosophy.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of, like, camps.
Yeah.
You know? I'm over it.
So, I'm cool with you if you're cool with me.
I'm cool with you if you're cool with me.
That's
Are we
really
cool?
it. I'm always going to be cool. Like, I don't mind. Like, I have lots of friends who are in different, you know, like.
That's the thing. Isn't it exhausting to not be cool?
Yeah.
You're going to see somebody like,
That's why I'm like, just like.
Mataji
But I'm not going to be like, oh, he's Narayan Maharaj disciple. Oh, like, and then just not be friends with them. I can be cool with you as long as you're cool with me. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
You know, but you want to say, I had a friend. He was Narayan Maharaj disciple, second initiated even, and he came up to me and he's like, so you ISKCON people, you people eat carrots, huh? Because we don't eat carrots. And I said, don't you smoke weed?
This happened.
This for real happened.
This was
for
a real interaction.
He's like, my guru doesn't let us eat carrots because carrots are not bona fide. I said, y'all can't even follow the first regulative principle. Please don't come up in my mutt. Don't come up in my
carrots.
temple and tell me about carrots when you can't put the joint down.
That's so good. What do people have against carrots, potatoes, eggplants? Like,
Let me tell
why
you
they
something.
hate?
Like, I will
Hate
eat
the
a carrot.
Videshi.
You know, I can barely keep up with my rounds. I can barely keep up with the reading, but I'm going to stop eating carrots, and that does something.
Yeah. No tomatoes.
You know? Follow the basic thing first, then you tell me about potato and carrot. Chago.
So good.
You know? Can you imagine some people? I love
That's
stories.
so funny. That's so good.
You know?
So good.
Still love them. But don't play these kinds of games with me.
Don't play.
Don't play.
Don't play.
I do not play. You know, I am ride or... Despite everything, I am ride or die for ISKCON.
Same.
I am.
Same.
You know?
Same.
You know, I may not
my
like...
world.
Yeah.
I don't care what happens, but Prabhupada is my world. Like, Prabhupada is where I choose to be.
Yeah.
Right? That's my choice. I want to follow in this path. I may not be advanced, but this...
I may be eating carrots.
I may be eating carrots, but I'm not deviating from this, and that should be respected.
Yeah.
The paths should be respected because, I mean, you can talk, you can, if there's a mutual respect, and it's like, hey, I would like to discuss this point with you. I don't really agree with it, but I'd like to learn your perspective. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yeah.
But there's a kind of yank you to my side, push you to the other. That ain't gonna work with me.
Not me.
I like this. I like these Q&As. We should do more Q&A.
I
love Q&A. Guys, please don't be lazy. Don't stop being lazy. Stop. Grow up. Send us some questions and answers. We love this. Love it. Okay, what's the next one?
So this was asked, so just to give you some perspective, this is a man that asked this question. How to find the right devotee partner? Any tips would be appreciated.
Ucha.
It's a guy that's asking this.
I think we should do a whole episode on just that. But
yeah,
that's a big one. How to find... What was the question again?
How to find the right devotee partner.
How to find the right devotee partner.
So I think, like, to find the right devotee partner is basically, like, are we asking, like, how do we physically go find somebody, or, like, what qualities are we looking for?
Okay, let's break it down. Take it one at a time. Physically finding a partner.
Go out. Don't just, you can't sit at your computer and think, you know.
Oh man, there's so many different ways that could go, you know what I mean? Like, it really depends on what you're looking for. And then sticking to it. Mm-hmm. If you're looking for just a partner, anyone should do. Oh no, I want somebody to love. Well, then you have to do things a little differently. You have to actually meet someone. Oh no, I'm looking for somebody to be mother of my kids. Okay, so you need to look at, essentially the kind of goal you're looking for needs to be tailored to your approach. If you physically want to get out there and meet somebody, there's 100 people on the street. Some people, they like to go to, like they have like Guru Maharaj's marriage office type of thing. Mm-hmm. They like to do and get that arranged. Some people like to slide in the DMs.
Yeah.
Do
a meet cute, maybe.
Yeah, do a meet cute.
I saw you at Kirtan Mela.
Yep. Some people like to meet people who are not devotees and do a little whole romance conversion thing, which in my experience, I have never seen work in the history of my life. One time I've seen it work, and that was with a senior Mataji. She used to be a teacher here, and she was married. She is, I'm assuming, I haven't spoken to her in a long time. She's married to this Prabhu, who's not a devotee, and they have a very lovely, elegant, graceful relationship. It doesn't seem... That's not something that I want, because I want Krishna in the center of my relationship. Do you want Krishna? You see, that's the key word that you're looking for, right? You want a devotee partner. A devotee is the key word. Do you just want a partner in the shape, like themed, a girl who is themed as a Vaishnava, because that's all nice, she wears the tilak, she wears the langas, and, she does her little twirling dance at, Kusum Sarovar or whatever it is, like, who are you looking for? Because the same question, the girl is the girl, the boy is the boy, you're going to get married, The devotee doesn't make any difference than a Christian getting married, Muslims getting married, atheists getting married. You're going to get the same issues. So if you're looking for a devotee partner, are you a devotee partner? Can you be a devotee partner to her? And how does she complement your devotee life?
Yeah.
That's as succinct as I can make it.
Yeah. I was just thinking about, like, just to, from what you just said, you know, that, like, if we're talking about just meeting somebody, right? What is your mentality like? Are you looking for somebody to gratify your senses? Right? Somebody that'll cook and clean for me?
Hey, I don't have a problem with that.
Right?
Be honest with
Pick
it.
up a little village girl and she'll be happy to do all that for you, right? Or are you like, I want a devotee girl? If you want a devotee girl, she is a devotee. Like, let's be real. People say I want a devotee girl because they want somebody that can cook nice prasad and can take care of their mother and can, you know, and don't consider like she has her own devotional ambitions. Maybe she wants to take Bhakti Shastri. Maybe she wants to be a pujari. Maybe she, you know, if you want a devotee girl, then accept that she is a devotee. You know, she has her own spiritual ambitions. This I see all the time. Is like, well, now I'm stuck in the house and I can't go sing in the kirtan, or I can't take Bhakti Shastri, or I can't because my husband says I have to stay home. It's like, then you're just looking for somebody to satisfy you, to gratify your senses. And honestly, go to a village, pick up a village girl. I hate to say it like
Why
that.
do that to the village girl? Like,
Because that's what they're
poor village girl. What the hell?
But that's what they're
Prema.
trained to do. That's what they're born and raised to do in the village, you know?
I mean, yes.
Let's be real.
But like, wait. I would say, like, I don't think it's a problem to go in and saying that you want your senses gratified. That's actually what marriage is. That's what all of our
right, but I'm
scriptures
saying
say.
in the sense of gratify your senses and have no consideration that the other person is a person.
That'll happen anywhere, Mama, village or not.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. When two people see each other as people, you know.
I don't care, if I don't see you as a person, don't matter where you're from.
No, it doesn't matter where I'm from. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, don't harass some, you know.
Why are you hating on the village girl?
No, I'm not hating on the village girl. I have no issue with the village girl. Shout out, village girl. We love you.
Oh, you're just a selfish man. Go be with the village girl.
No, because I mean, in the village, they're just like trained to be mothers and wives. They're not trained in other aspects of life. You know, that's what I'm saying.
Are they?
Yeah, everyone from a village I've ever met.
I mean, I've seen some village where they hold themselves to a very high
Some
standard.
do.
They don't be playing around.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what village you be going to, but the villages that I know about, the girls are like, yes, they are trained for marriage, but they expect what they expect. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'll be the village housewife, but you best be the village husband. You got stuff to do. But I've also seen things like fall down and crash, and some horror stories as well. It all happens everywhere, but if you're looking for a partner, you gotta look for your co-pilot.
Yeah, that's it.
Prabhupada only ever spoke and taught us that marriage was a means to kind of, if we could not control our senses, sexually, romantically, or sensually, you know, get married. That's what it's there for. You're looking for a wife for what? To do some little white picket, you know, sort of like, my parents will be happy, some society will be happy. That's not gonna work. That'll work for a little bit, because after the wedding and after everyone comes to your wedding and takes their selfies and pictures and they take their Tupperwares of the feast home and you've done your honeymoon and you've posted on Instagram, you still gotta look at each other and then you're like, okay, well, I actually kind of don't really like you that much. You know, like, who is your partner? I feel like commitment is the key. It's not love. Oh, you need to fall in love. I feel you will love this person. Love this very Bollywood, Hollywood. Sometimes it happens. Gandharva marriages, you got your love.
Yeah.
But love can come and go, and love can be built. It has nothing to do with a marriage. A marriage is about commitment. You are the person that I'm deciding to commit with.
Yeah. But all I'm just saying here is just like you treat the woman with respect. That's literally all I'm asking here. You know?
What does that mean?
Like I said, if she has some aspiration of her own, like, you shouldn't you shouldn't stop her from that. Like, you're supposed to be each other's partner.
So prasadam came, guys.
Yes.
So
We're ready. We
Snacks
ordered
galore.
from Rasika's Kitchen, and they do Thai food.
So wait.
What'd you get?
I got a green curry fried rice. I ordered every single time. I'm never gonna change. What did you get? What you got looks kind of interesting. You said the teriyaki.
Yeah,
How do you find that?
I got tofu teriyaki
It's like slash mukbang.
with vegetables on the side.
I got like a green curry fried rice.
I love it. I love a good tofu, like when it's nicely done, you know? And this is my latest obsession with recipes.
I've never seen these before.
Crispy tofu. And they deep fry this.
To death.
Not to death. No.
They should be.
To nice.
To nice.
To nice. They usually have a green sauce. You didn't get a green sauce?
Oh, there was nothing else in the pack.
Oh, it goes with this green sauce. It's like, everything. But this is good. And you can't go wrong with some
You can't go wrong with
rolls.
spring rolls.
So,
You can't go wrong.
yeah. So, we're going to dig in, answer some questions, and carry on.
And Haribola Nanda.
Yes. So, we were talking about love.
Where even were we? Like, prasadam came and our brains got like, delete. I don't know, brother. Let me tell you.
You know, like, just all I'm just saying is just like,
Respect the girls.
Respect
individuality.
women,
Okay,
you know.
but I have a question.
Okay.
Okay, I actually have a question. We're not ignoring you.
Yeah.
Because prasadam came, even though damn hungry.
Yeah.
But I do have a question.
yes.
How do you account for compromise in a marriage?
Okay. In what way?
So you're saying respect the girl's dreams, respect the girl's this and that.
Uh-huh.
But what about work? What about compromise? What about I want to be a doctor and I really want to go to Oxford and I really want to be a tattoo artist and go to Japan?
Uh-huh. Like
How do you compromise?
You mean you as the man?
Exactly.
Okay. There's always
No, because you're talking about respect the girl.
Yeah.
So what if there's also respecting yourself? We talked about that
Yes.
before. How do you view the balance
It's
of
the
compromise
same.
in a way that is healthy in a marriage that works for both, whilst keeping the girl also?
I mean, it's the same thing. Like, she needs to also accommodate, you know? Sometimes it will take you a little bit longer. Instead of finishing school in 4 years, it will take you 5, you know? Because you have to manage the kids, manage the money, manage the household, whatever. You know? But as long as the goal is there, you know? I want to do this, and you're there to support each other, you know? Then you'll find a way, you know? It's not that, you know, I don't even know where I was going with that, but yeah, basically you'll find, I'm just hungry.
I'm gonna eat. I'll talk. Okay, I'm just brainstorming. What if the reason that relationships do not have their respect is because they come from two wildly different backgrounds? Do you think people who are like, for example, the village girl, this poor little village girl that got stepped on by Prema? So like, what if this village girl married the village boy?
And they're very happy in their village life.
Right?
Yeah.
Do we want to look for people who are a little bit more aligned? But that's what marriage is, right? That's exactly what it is. So it comes back to the point. You want to find a devotee partner who, like, great for choosing a devotee, but that's not where it ends. There's how many? There's millions, thanks to Srila Prabhupada, and a good 50 years since his passing, we're now in the millions. There's millions of devotees. So that means there's 500,000 of devotee girls. So that's not where it starts and ends. If devotee is the only criteria, my friend, I don't know, you're going to be very happy. Because a wife is your partner for life. You have to have aligned goals. A devotee girl you can find anywhere and everywhere. That's all I gotta say. Okay, I gotta try this crispy tofu.
Do it. You'll love it.
Okay, let's see what we're working with here.
Good, right? Obsessed.
Oh my god, it's good.
Yeah.
Wait, I need a little bit of sauce. Oh, do we care about dipping? Are
Dip.
we mochi like that?
I'm moochie.
Okay. I don't double dip.
You do the side dip. If you bite from one side.
But that's also with friends.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do a side dip with people I don't know.
Yeah.
I know it's a question that wasn't asked, but do y'all double dip? Do not double dip. If I don't know you,
Don't double dip. Don't encourage it. Don't ask about it.
that's why when I dip with somebody I don't know, I dunk it as much as possible.
If we're talking about just meeting a girl, by the way,
Back.
like, you don't have to do any fancy pickup lines or anything. Just like, oh, you know, I really
What's
like
a fancy pickup line? Because I've been seeing some dry ass texts, let me tell you. Like, I want to see what you consider fancy. I don't think some of these boys got a fancy pickup line in them.
They really don't. I be getting some weird.
Did it
texts.
hurt? Then you fell down from heaven because you an angel.
Are you from Vrindavan?
No.
Oh, because you look like a gopi. look how I got Riz. Look, blushing.
Okay, I guess you could take me to Govinda's for a samosa.
You know, it could just be like, hey, you know, you look really nice today. My name is blah, blah, blah. You sang a really nice kirtan, you know. I really, you know, just don't be creepy. Don't be weird.
Oh my god.
You don't have to do
Have you
pickup lines
had...
and stuff.
Are we at that age? Because I feel I'm at that age. You heard this story before. Narayan Prabhu. Nah. See, nah. There's this girl I really like. Now I don't know how to talk to her. She's so nice. She's a beautiful girl. Oh my god. I want to marry her. My parents also told me. Are you at that age? Have they come to you being like, I love this girl, I love this boy, but he don't love me, but I love her, but I love her. But the parents, and then the other day he didn't text me, he liked this girl post, but he left me on red, and then he didn't get back to me, and I said all night. I don't know. I'm enjoying being a crusty, old, single person. I love it. I love it. Honestly. Bye.
Same. I love being an old auntie. You know?
Yeah. No. Oh, you know what I say?
Nice old auntie.
With Jala. So I'm Funkle Narayan and Fanti Jala. I'm Funkle Narayan. Huh?
So, I don't know if we gave you any tips.
I don't know.
Treat her like a person and don't stick her in the house.
Yeah.
Everyone
that was the takeaway for that.
Basically,
We'll try
sorry.
Sorry. We're so sorry. But if you want a follow-up, we'll give you a follow-up.
Yeah, you
You're
can
allowed-
DM. You can DM me.
Yeah,
with
you're
more
allowed for a
details.
follow-up. We'll give you a shout-out. And if you want more specific, because your question was a little bit vague.
Yeah.
If you resonate with anything we said, give us a specific question. Happy to answer.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, this one says,
I'm going to go for a spring roll.
do it. I left in 2019, meaning left Mayapur.
Okay, I was like,
How-
the movement.
No, I left Mayapur in 2019. How much has Mayapur grown since then? And is it a good thing or not? Love ya.
Ooh, this one is going to ruffle some feathers. Ruffle some feathers with
Do it.
some people. Well, I don't know. What's your opinion?
No, it hasn't changed.
It's changed.
It has not changed. Because
Okay, since
when I left
2019,
in,
no.
I also left in 2019, and I came back and everyone was like, "Hasn't Mayapur changed?" And I said, "No, it's the same ugly buildings, same dusty, musty roads. Sorry,
Don't you dare.
same.
Don't you start with
Everything's
me,
same.
girl. You be hating on the village.
You know,
Okay.
nothing has changed. It's all the same.
No, it's changed a lot.
What? A couple more gray buildings went up.
Okay, that's we don't like. Okay, hold on.
Tell me. Tell. UPI, but that's not a Mayapur thing.
Stop eating to answer this question. So y'all better be liking and subscribing. Wait, I gotta hydrate. Okay, we got a whole ass brand new road. And you don't even remember what the road was like. Because it was so bad.
I like the old road.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
And more in
no,
line
you
with
don't.
Bhakti Siddhanta's dream.
Girl, don't
Having an old
start.
road.
Do not start with me with Bhakti Siddhanta's dream.
Yeah.
Don't you start with me. Get out. Security.
They asked him to
arrest
build that
her.
bridge, and he said, "Nah, bro."
She lying. She's lying to you.
People dying on that road.
No. We have a huge road, and you think they'll be bored down if there was a smaller road?
People have to drive slower. They have to drive so slower.
They're in a rush because they got to make the money. No. Hell no. Hell to the no. We got a huge road that got fixed so that we never have to deal with those potholes and all the bumpy stuff that should have been taken care of by the government. Road got bigger, number one. Number two, we're getting slightly more international. Some of the international devotees are starting to creep back in. So it's become a little bit more of a diverse community. Complementary to that, we've also got a lot more local visitors. Like a lot of people are seeing Mayapur and they are coming. Some people may think of that as a good thing. Some people may think of that as a bad thing. That's obviously... Actually, I think I'll discuss that later, because the second part to your question is what I really think about a lot. But Mayapur, sometimes you leave Mayapur for a week and you come back and it's like, oh my God, everything has changed. We got the same roads in terms of like the map, right? There's not like a new district in town. We've got new buildings. It is busier. We've got a whole politics with Alok and Dayaram and Narugopal and all that. They've blocked off the road from Manik's shop, so you can't really walk over to the temple like you used to be able to if you live in Gornagar. That's sad. And Gornagar roads are still terrible. They're making a mediocre attempt.
Nothing's changed. Nothing has changed. Nothing. There's more tourists now, so nobody you know is at the temple anymore. Good luck.
I don't even go to the temple anymore.
Hello.
Okay. Mayapur has grown. Therefore, it's changed, innit?
Changed for the worse.
Funny how that works.
Changed for the worse.
No. There we disagree. I had this discussion with a friend. And he was all like, oh, these buildings in Mayapur, damn. You know the type.
Yeah.
They all sound exactly the same. Buildings, and he was like, man, I just want to be somewhere in the little forest with like a hut. No. Go to the forest and don't come back. Because that's not what Mayapur is for. A lot of people see Mayapur as their getaway place to chill. That's not what the purpose of the holy dham is for. Go to southern France. Go to Santorini, Greece, if you want to chill. The purpose of Mayapur Dham as a lotus, it's opening. Vrindavan is closing as Kali Yuga advances. The whole purpose of Mayapur is to grow and expand. It's supposed to be a home for the entire world. It's supposed to be a place where Krishna consciousness is preached from. Prabhupada always prioritized the visitors and the people who would come here. He'd make his own disciples sleep on the veranda and give the good rooms to the visitors. What does that tell you about the mood? The mood is we want Mayapur to get bigger because we want more people to come, more people to see. So if anyone's complaining about crowds, go home. That's not what Mayapur is for. To be fair, Mayapur does need management in the way that it's growing. It's messy. It's chaotic, but Mayapur is Mayapur, and we cannot control how Mayapur Dham is going to grow. Even though we think it's a town, it's not. She has her own way of doing things. She liked to grow, she liked to grow. So that's all I got to say on that. And now Prema with the counter.
It ain't changed. Come back, girl. It ain't changed. Few less friends, but it ain't changed.
Basically.
Come back.
You'll be fine.
We miss you.
Gas is expensive.
Go.
It's like 106 now. If that means anything to you. Which to me don't mean nothing. Because I'm still going to pay, because I ain't walking nowhere. So if I got to pay, I got to pay. Oh, we've got other questions?
That's the end of the Instagram questions. Now we have questions that were asked anonymously.
Is that not on Instagram?
No, it's on a different app. But linked on Instagram.
Oh.
Are you scared of Mayapur Mafia?
No.
Same.
I've never even heard of Mayapur Mafia. I don't know where they live. I've been here for 25 years. I never once seen a Mayapur Mafia.
They're talking about Alok.
I ain't scared of him. Watch me get popped off tomorrow. You only need to be scared in Mayapur, and I wouldn't say scared. Okay, scared is the right word. If you're up to bull, if you be stealing up people's land, if you be hogging too much money, if you're trying to make too many political moves, if you're trying to be slick, you should be scared. Some people, jealous people, envious people, greedy people, they might come your way. If you're a nobody, like me, like you, we just mind our own business, eat Thai food, and talk on YouTube on a Sunday, Mafia don't have time. Mafia got people to kill, money to steal, and places to burn down. They don't got time for you. You're fine. Mm-hmm. I say you're fine.
Same. I've never, even things have happened to me, I'm still not scared of them.
And also, like, trust in Krishna type of thing, you know, like, if I'm meant to get beaten up by Mafia, okay, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I don't know if it's in the cards for me, but if it is, I'm gonna say no.
Yeah, you really have to have faith in Krishna, because the things that have happened to me in my life, like, in the moment, it's like, how could this ever be resolved? And Krishna finds a way. Always, you know?
You know, that's the beautiful thing about the devotee mentality, is such a faith in Krishna.
Yeah.
I love that. Krishna will take care.
There was one day I remember, like, having I had a complete mental breakdown. And a devotee, like, she grabbed me by the shoulders and she said, "The wheels of justice grind slow, but extremely fine." And I don't know what, I still was, in that moment I didn't know what it meant, but it was just like, okay, somehow this is supposed to help me, you know? But it was, like, true, like, after that, like, every single person that had ever done me wrong, because I really had been done wrong to, gone.
What does that mean? That's the first time I've heard the...
Really? It's an
so the variation,
ancient saying.
Yeah, it's an ancient saying, but the variation that I heard was, the wheels of justice turn slowly, but they turn. Mm-hmm. But I like your one. They turn, but they grind finely. Does that mean, like, it catches everything?
Yeah.
Everyone gets caught?
Everyone's going to get exactly what comes to them.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm going to steal that.
It's
The wheels of
beautiful.
justice turn, but they don't drive. I'm fine.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, yeah, I'm not scared.
I'm not scared of Mafia. And neither should you be.
Yeah. Yeah, and exactly what you said. If you're up to nonsense is what's going to knock on your door.
Yeah, exactly. And, okay, everyone's got a little nonsense going on in their own backyard. Even then, girl or guy, I think that you'll be fine. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, Mafia, okay, to break it down, Mafia will come after you if you've got too much land, right? I don't know if you got money like that, but send us some.
Yeah.
If you're trying to make some land moves with ISKCON, you know, you're trying to do this type of big scale land deals, some people are going to come up and maybe pressure you. If you've got some land that is in a hot zone that's due to be developed, whether that's ISKCON or not, but you know what I mean? Like Bamanpoko, for example, they're going to be doing a new bazaar and a new mall and this and that. We're going to get our own thing. You know, if you're the type of person who's going to be like, I'm not going to sell because I have my... someone going to come beat your ass. And that's just the law of the land anywhere. So there's land, there's money, and that's pretty much it. You'll be fine. What else we got?
Someone said, "Can I be your friend?"
Yes.
No.
Prema.
See? Boundaries.
No, you can't have boundaries.
We don't even know who this person is.
You can be my friend. I love friends.
Be his friend. Good luck finding him. He's not on social media. But if you can get that far, go. Do it.
What's wrong with being a friend?
Nah.
Why not?
If you can't even be brave enough to send me a personal message, how
What
could
if
I be
they're
friends
shy?
with you? It's so impersonal.
What if they're shy?
Be shy then.
What if they're scared of being rejected?
That's...
I got you. You see, this is where the love comes in. Give people a chance. And then when they give you a reason, you are innocent until proven guilty. And you are like Russian. You are Russian. You are guilty until proven innocent.
I always respect a person that just, like, makes a move, you know? They put them... Lots of people, like, send me a DM you know,
He's saying, let's be a friend. Not, can I borrow, $500?
I don't want to be.
I don't have $500.
Then I'm like walking in Mayapur campus. They're like, Prema! I'm like, who are you? I'm your friend. We did not discuss this.
You know what?
We didn't discuss. Go tell.
You know what?
Tell. Go ahead. It's
this
tea time.
girl is a liar.
Tea time.
This girl is a liar. She will say all this boundary stuff. And then when someone meets her on the street and be like, Prema, I watched your episode. It was so nice. She's like, oh, really?
But are they my friend?
Yes, they are.
No.
Yes, they are.
They're a
They are a friend in everything but name. You're like, oh, thank you. You shouldn't have. Oh, lies. Lies. I'm exposing you. And the internet is going to break.
You just send me a DM and then we can be friends. But just this mysterious anonymous thing, like...
You see, friend, whoever anonymous friend you are, you should have led with, you got to know how to talk to Prema. I'll tell you. I'll teach you. I know Prema. You should have led with, I love your episodes and they're so amazing and I can't wait for the next one. Can I be your friend? You'll be like, yes!
No.
Okay, we'll see. Put your name out there. Who you is?
Because I had the experience, and I kind of discussed this in the boundaries thing. Anybody that was nice to me, I was like, this is my friend. They're my well-wisher. And then when things hit the fan, gone. They don't care about me anymore, don't want to look me in the face, don't even know me, talking bad about me. They only want to be friends when the channel's popping off and everybody's watching my videos and things are going great and we got dramas in the srimati or whatever.
We like friends.
Huh?
Do we like friends? We like friends.
What do you mean we like friends? I like friends. I love having a friend, but I want a real friend who's there with me through thick and thin.
Zones, girl. You have zones.
You
have zones.
So you can be a well-meaning acquaintance, but not my friend.
She lied.
More
I love these Q&As. I want to do another one next week.
They're fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you both live in Mayapur full-time, or do you also stay somewhere else?
For me, Mayapur full-time. Mayapur is my home. Time to time, I will go to Malaysia. My mom is Malaysian, and I grew up there for a bit. I will go to Malaysia to visit family. I also have family in Florida, USA, where I was born. Orlando baby here. But I don't go there that often because it's hell expensive. If any of y'all love our show and want to sponsor me a ticket, you're not hearing me complain. Mm-hmm. Right? Prema don't live too far.
PayPal description down below.
Let's do it. UPI, cash, gold, diamonds. I'm not picky. But mostly I'm a resident of Mayapur.
Mm-hmm. Same. I was in and out since 2009. Officially moved here in 2014, and then I just go for 3 months to America to see my family. But I consider myself living here full time.
We're Mayapur babies.
Oh, yeah.
Where else would you want to go? I'm so sorry. I know you love your hometown wherever it is. Everyone loves where they're from, but I love me some Mayapur, man. I can't imagine life outside of Mayapur. I can't go back to that. I just fell in love here and I live here. That's it. That's it.
I get by. I'm okay with Mayapur.
What do you mean I'm okay with Mayapur?
I'm okay with Mayapur.
What does that mean? I'm tasting salt.
I like it. I like it just fine.
You deshy as hell.
It took some time to get used to. I will say the last time I went back to America, I was like, man, I could do with some Rinda's pizza right now.
I'm the same.
Just randomly. And I never, ever. And then I ate Mahaprasad pizza last year, and I was like, this is good to me. Normally it's not.
You need to get Govinda's. Govinda's
I know
is the
Govinda's
one.
is good.
Govinda's is the one. Did we have Govinda's already?
No.
Have we not had Govinda's yet?
Not yet.
Oh, because they were closed.
They were closed.
Girl, I gotta get you on the Govinda's.
They're doing some construction or something.
I was drooling for Govinda's pizza from Malaysia. I was like, I gotta go. First thing I wanna eat is the Govinda's pizza. Anyways, it's a vibe. I love Mayapur.
When is Narayan gonna get Instagram?
Who? Who asking this?
I don't know. It's anonymous.
I don't want it. I don't want Instagram. I kind of half flirted with the idea of getting like a secondary account and just being like one of those anonymous creeps with no profile picture, just so I can watch memes. But then I was like, man, who needs Instagram? It's not for me. I'm okay without it. Prema, she's my little deputy Instagram, CIA upper,
I'm like I'm your little messenger bird.
Yeah.
See this? I sent a little screenshot. Look at this. Actually, this is what the Hare Krishna hot take is I find things on Instagram to show to Narayan, like a little bird. Like, do you like this? What do you think about this?
I'm like, oh my God, all my days, I have never. I'm like some little Snow White in some cottage in the forest, and you're the bird that comes from the citadel.
Yeah. Okay.
No Instagram for me, guys. Sorry.
Talk about the single mom still going to Kolkata for sex work and leaving the kids alone in Mayapur.
Come again.
Talk about the single mom still going to Kolkata for sex work and leaving their kids alone in Mayapur.
I didn't even know this was happening.
I didn't know it was still happening.
Got a number? I'm kidding. So, what? Why Calcutta? There's people right here.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's rich businessmen living in Kolkata.
Ooh, I don't know how I feel about all that. I mean, what do you expect us to say? You know what I mean?
I just think if you're going to do all that, why live in the Dam? Why? For what? What's the point of coming here? You know what the problem is? Is that they think they'll come here and Gauranga Mahaprabhu will watch the children while you go do nonsense. And that's not how it works. Whatever is happening here also happens everywhere else.
Okay.
Don't put your kids here.
Okay.
And you doing nonsense.
So there's no compassion.
My compassion extends when you go home and your family helps you raise your kid or whatever.
What if you ain't got no family? What if your husband beat you up and...
You don't have a mom, a dad, an uncle, an aunt, a grandparent, a friend. Not a single person can watch your kid. You're just looking at... I've seen it back in the day. The kid is in the house and they just lock the door. And they're like, well, like a little puppy. Like, well, I left enough food and water for you.
Bye.
Like a cat. Bye. And they're gone for 2 days on yatra.
Why do you do this?
That's what I'm saying. If you can't take care of your kid...
Be in Mayapur.
Don't be leaving your kid here and there.
Leave your kid in Mayapur. I'll tell you why. Because at least in Mayapur, you're somewhat protected. Can you imagine if this kid was getting abandoned? We don't even know if the story is true. We are straight up...
It is true.
...accepting this as fact.
Oh, well, you talking about the sex worker thing?
Yeah.
Oh, that I don't know if that's still happening.
Yeah.
I know it used to happen.
I know it's still kind of somewhat be happening. I don't know. But imagine if the kid was being left alone somewhere in Calcutta. Mm-hmm. At least he's in Mayapur. There's some chance at some good association.
I know, but I'm
not justifying it, but
I just think if you're gonna do that, go home. There's nothing here for you. You're not following the regular principles, clearly.
But that's why she's not here. She's being a hoe in Calcutta.
Right, but don't bring your kid here because
why not? The poor kid doesn't have to.
The kid.
Why drag the kid into it?
No, but the kid could be back in wherever their country is.
Why? It could be in Mayapur Dam. That's the best place in the world.
No, it's not. Under many situations.
No, I think Mayapur is the best place.
Or Chaitanya's not going to raise your kid. You're responsible for raising your kid.
Mayapur Dam will raise the kid.
No, they won't.
I've seen it happen.
Raise them with trauma.
A lot of kids got abandoned by their parents, local and international, but mostly local, came to Gurukul. They raised out fantastically well because Mayapur has that ethos of a family environment. When you have a kid, you're not gonna find experiences where you have similar, very wholesome experiences with other kids here. It's all crazy out there. In America, the so-called #1 developed country in the world, kids are getting shot at, kids are getting bullied, kids are getting like completely abused and traumatized. Yeah, leave your kid in Mayapur, Dam. What's wrong with it? Or Vrindavan or Puri. But Mayapur is the best. If you have no choice but to be a hoe in Calcutta, then you must be on the rocks. At least go to Delhi or something, Chennai. But Calcutta hoe, then that means things not doing too well. You know what I mean? Like
the ladies in the red light districts are like,
yeah.
There she is again.
It's like, oh Lord have mercy. There's Sabrina again. Leave your kid in Mayapur. Great for the kid, right? You've already, in my head, some Bollywood story of she has to do this for her child or whatever, Yeah. But in reality, it's mostly like, I don't care. I'm going to do what I got to do to make money.
Yeah.
So, leave the kid.
Mayapur
work will take the kid.
Remote work is available.
Some people don't got skills now because nobody like to read. They can't be doing no typing job. They don't know how to spell. How many of you can spell? Tell me.
Oh, our audience is very educated.
Shut up there. I'm just salty. I'm tired of having to decipher text messages. I'm tired. I'm old. I was born in 1992, okay? That's a long time ago. Just spell. You got spell checker. Anyways. I like this question. Got any more like that?
I don't know. We'll see. Well, that's how I felt about that. I was like, don't bring your kid here if you're going to do that kind of nonsense. Okay. What is your opinion on so-called spiritual people who have large followings on social media, who act pure in public, but do a lot of nonsense behind closed doors?
Sometimes open doors.
As a hustler, I don't fault people for having large social medias, but I am also a person that what you see is what you get. There's no I'm like this when I'm outside and like this when I'm inside.
Yeah. That's true.
So yeah, cuz people look up to you and I don't want to disappoint them by being some other person.
I think also that the wave of social media... Oh, wait. Have I got my mic? Yeah. I feel like the wave of social media as an era is a little bit wild. I don't think Prabhupada prepared us for the digital age. Up until technology was advanced or whatever, everything was very local. And everything was very, we follow the scriptures, we live simply, we grow our own vegetables and everything. But you can get everything everywhere now. It's all interconnected. You bring social media in and you have these big leaders. It's so easy to amass 10,000 followers, 50,000 followers, 100,000, 1 million followers. And that's a lot of pressure, whether you are on the level or not. Because if you are not on the level, then that's already self-explanatory. But even if you are on the level, you have a lot of people's eyes on you. That can make you do some crazy stuff. You begin to live life for the followers. It's a thin line. People follow you because they see something that they admire, or something that they want to gain from you or learn from you. But what they're seeking is that person's individuality. But on the other side, I have 10 million followers. I have to live a very thin line because I am trying to preach, or I am trying to this. So I'm going to do this differently. I'm going to do that differently.
You need to make a boundary.
Not boundary.
It's a boundary.
No. The very opposite of a boundary. You have to be your actual authentic self. I would say the opposite of that.
Yeah. No, it's... Yeah. Yeah, I just think authenticity is so important, and I think so many people crave authentic people. Having an authentic experience. I don't always, like you just asked me, like when I was like, I'm okay with living in Mayapur. I don't always have a great time in Mayapur. I don't. It's tough living here sometimes. I'm not going to paint it like it's this rainbows and sunshine all the time. You know? It's not.
That's the reality of life.
You know? But on the other hand, it's not that it's Mayapur's problem, it's my problem. You know? It's a me thing that I have to fight with. And I'm very honest about that. Like, I'm not going to pretend to be one way and I'm actually another way. Like, I can't even keep up 2 social media accounts. How am I going to keep up 2 personalities? He can't even do one, you know? I tried to do 2 social medias. I had one Prema is damn good and one is just Prema Rupa. And I couldn't keep up with them both. I just merged it together. I said, you get what you get and you can't get upset. The end.
Hardball.
That's it.
You get what you get and you can't be upset.
You know?
I like that. I have so much stuff I'm stealing from you today. I got another one. It is, how should we say, mandatory. Okay, not mandatory. It behooves the society to also speak the hell up. When all this stuff with Gurukul Maharaj was going on, no one said a dang thing until after it came out. Then suddenly there were rights groups and this and conversations and ishtagoshtis. But for months and years before that, there was
decades.
Decades.
Let's be real, decades.
There's a sannyasi who's going and being alone in a room full of young women in closed spaces, not seen to the public every single day, which is not what a sannyasi is supposed to do. No one says nothing.
They talk amongst each other,
for
and that's
so-called fear of reprimand or ostracization, you got to pick a theme.
Yeah.
If you're fear of ostracization, keep your mouth shut, and then don't complain when things get messy. Or if you want to complain, do something. You can't have the cake and eat it, or not have the cake and not eat it, or you know. I feel like so much pressure. This is the one point I have where I'm a little bit soft on management, because everyone expects management to fix everything for everybody, everywhere, all the time. And a society cannot even function like that. You need to build your own standard of society with like-minded people. That's what Prabhupada wanted. Prabhupada didn't want centralization. People take Krishna consciousness from the temple, they take it to their own little village. They take it into their own little homes. They build their own, there's their own little schools, their own little restaurants, their own malls, they have their own little life. So, if you're seeing these leaders doing something, then you should do something about it. If you're not happy with how the leader's doing, be a good leader yourself. What are you going to do to fix the problem?
Or speak up about it if it's like something gravely serious. I say, if somebody abuses you, go to the police.
Yeah.
What are we keeping inside?
Wait, no.
Go to the police.
It's not that easy.
Go to the police.
It's not that easy.
Go to the police.
Nah, girl.
Go to the police.
From all that I've studied in law, it doesn't work like that. It's very easy to say. You know, there's like battered wife syndrome, BWS or whatever they call it. Beaten housewife syndrome. It was this whole thing. There was one major case in the UK where like the wife, you know, she was being beaten by her husband every single day. And so this was the case. A little bit of legal history for you. She was getting beaten by her husband every single day for years. She never got the courage to leave. One day, he comes back home, drunk or angry or whatever, and she decides she's about to leave. I don't know if I'm misremembering the facts of the case, but generally this is how it went. She was getting ready to leave. He opened the door, watching her leave, and said, "What are you doing?" And she went over to the kitchen, she grabbed a knife, and she stabbed him 17 times. The question to the court was, at that time, trying to figure out, is this murder? Is this like...
Or is it self-defense?
Is it self-defense? How do we...
Insanity?
How do we allocate this, you know?
Yeah.
Yes, she murdered him, but was she in her right mind You know, like it's very easy to say, well, she could have, one of the arguments was, oh, she could have spoken up. She could have gone to the police. Not always that easy.
Yeah.
Not always that easy. Not a lot of people have faith in the police. Sometimes public shame. You get dragged through the court because the laws of evidence, you can't just make an accusation. You got to back it up. So you have to relive it. Not that easy. Not that easy. But you still got to do something.
That's what I was supporting what you were saying.
You said go to the police.
Yeah, but I'm saying, you're saying like if something bad is happening, you've got to speak up. You've got to say something, right?
I'm talking about the people who are not victims. Yeah. I'm talking about people like you and me who have nothing to do with the victims and sit back and watch all this drama unfold and be like, society is gone. Oh, no. I'm saying, get up. Because our society is made up of people like you and me. Not everyone is a victim. True. That's what I was talking about, basically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you're a victim, please seek help, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like, but I'm saying, like, when I hear about all these leaders doing all this stuff behind closed doors, part of me thinks, why are we allowing this to happen?
Yeah.
As a background thing that management deals with in politics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, where are the new generation of leaders? We've got a bunch of amazing leaders, but there's no new generation. Nobody wants to be a sannyas. Nobody wants to be a guru. Nobody wants to. We all want to come to ISKCON and have a good time, but are we contributing to the growth and the future of such a society? That's what worries me. That's some of the things that I think about.
I mean, in terms of Gurukul Maharaj, I know that it was pushed under the rug a lot. Like, I remember when everything was bubbling to the surface, and a particular sannyasi was like, oh, but at Gaur Purnima festival, I have prasad with him. He couldn't be that bad. And it was like, you had prasad with him 2 times and you don't think he's that bad? Is this really the standard? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like things get pushed under the rug. And I remember back in 2014, they started collecting statements from Gurukulis, from former Gurukulis, and they gave pages of testimony. You know what happened? Nothing.
That's what I'm saying. If you wait for management to deal with this, you're a bloody fool yourself.
I think, you can't hear all this testimony, all these horrible experiences, and then put your kid in the Gurukul after that.
You literally stole the words, you vacuumed, like snatched them right out of my mouth. Because I was just going to say that if you're the parent who had one of the girls, and I'm seeing there's a sannyasi, and you're alone there all the time, girl, I'm going to yeet you right out of there.
Yeah.
No one has the courage to do that. This rice is good.
So sometimes when I see things like that, it feels like I don't know where my place is, because when I have spoken up, it came with retaliation against my life. Yeah, so I've had a really hard time speaking, because you know me, like, a spade is a spade.
A spade is a spade.
Like, when I see wrong, I'm like, that's wrong. I've done it in school, I've done it many times, but now I have my daughter. So for me, it's like, I have something to live for. It's not so easy to just say, what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. I can't get involved in everybody's business.
Yeah.
At this stage
and
in my
you should
life.
not.
Yeah.
This is what I mean.
Before her, I'll be up in everybody's business. I do not care. So people have a large following on social media, but act pure in public, but nonsense behind closed doors. Listen, okay, I'll tell you this. We'll talk about this, okay? Because Prabhupada said that the people who want to be cheated will get cheated, right? You'll pick up a false guru. It's the same with social media, right? All these big bhakti influencers, they're all false gurus.
I really like that comment. Prabhupada just nailed it on the head. If you know something's wrong, but you're still putting up with it, that's on you.
Yeah, it's on you.
You don't have to stay. You can move.
It's very transparent when a person is faking it. Honestly.
You feel it in the core of your heart.
Like, if you want to be able to tell, like, just as an example, not on social media, but, like, who who is really like Krishna conscious, like Krishna minded, and who's material minded, listen to them give a Bhagavatam class. You know, because you got to spend that hour somehow.
Yeah.
And what are they talking about? If they're talking about the material world is an ugly place, and all these people are filthy, rotten karmis, that's where their mind is.
Yes.
You know, but if they're giving you hope, and they're telling you about Krishna, and just hang in there, and have faith in Krishna, and bhakti, and giving great examples from Shastra, you know, they're more Krishna conscious minded.
That's another thing to think about also, my dear friend, is that you should not be so surprised when you see this type of nonsense happening, because, and I know it's been said 1,000 times again, but it is Kali Yuga. By the end of Kali Yuga, we are gonna be eating our own children. There will be no trees. There will be no grains. There will be no milk. There will be no cows. Like, we are descending. The only reason we're not already further gone than we should be is because of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's movement. And I genuinely believe that, because the way we think, and we are taught to think thanks to Srila Prabhupada, I feel like I departed a timeline.
Yeah.
When I was born, when my dad, you know, kind of took me to Krishna consciousness. I feel like there's another Narayan there who's completely lost out in the material world, and I'm glad I'm not him. We should not be surprised that there are people getting abused. We should not be surprised that there will be. Now, what does that do for our trust levels? It brings it way down. That's common sense. But we are also taught to focus on the positives. Not every guru, not every leader, not every so-called devotee friend is going to be a rotten apple. We've got people that can genuinely care about us and genuinely want to see us grow. That's, as long as you understand that Krishna is your destination, you want to take your time getting there, sure, but don't lose sight of the goal, because it's gonna, anyone who promises you it's gonna get better is a liar. Mm-hmm. It's gonna get worse. The more Kali Yuga progresses, the lower the standards become. The things that I see and hear on the TV now, I would not even dreamt of seeing or hearing when 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Which means that the new normal is becoming an ever lower standard. So it's really up to you to decide to be like, you know what? I'm going to pick who I like, and I'm going to hold on to that person's feet and forget about the rest. Because you want to be the last man standing when everybody else has fallen away, and the ones who are pure, they're still there, and you're still there with them. And you get the hell out of here. That's the goal. That's the real goal. So, good luck to that, and I wish you all the best. Sincere question.
Yeah. See, there were some good questions in here.
Yeah. Oh, girl, I know that face. It means something spicy.
Can you talk about black magic in Mayapur and ISKCON in general? There's a Mataji from Mayapur who is now in UK who definitely dabbles in it.
Okay, first thing. Black magic is real. It's a thing. It's real. It's called Tantra. It is the manipulation of dark energies. It is the manipulation with the so-called use of ghosts, ghouls, hobgoblins, and all things tamaguna. Anyone who says this is mumbo jumbo, more fool you. You know? More fool you? Mm-hmm. You're more fool you? More fool you.
I don't know.
It exists. It exists. It's there. What doesn't exist is Harry Potter and casting black magic necromancy and green balls of light from your magic wand. That don't exist. But there are literally recipes for how to manipulate someone using what we would call black magic. Getting people's hair, putting blood in their food, things like this really affect the mind. They can really destroy your purity. So it does exist. It does happen. The Shakti of people in this day and age are not strong enough that they're going to start to,
That was going to be my question. Like,
yeah.
Do you really think people are strong enough to, like, do some real, like, black magic, though?
They do. Okay.
I don't think I've ever met... Okay, in all the years that I've lived in Mayapur, I never met anybody that was like black magicked. We always say that they're black magicked.
Yeah.
But like I've never seen, and I don't want to see, but I've never seen.
Like it's. What do you think black magic is? I want to ask that. These are so good.
Right?
I can't stop.
This is like my regular.
They're so good.
They're so good.
Why are they so good? I don't know. I'm sorry, continue. Branding.
I mean, when I think of like, right? When I think of
this
like
episode is brought to you by Rasika's Kitchen.
Yeah. Not sponsored, by the way.
Not sponsored
but
at all.
would love to, but when I think of like black magic, I think of like a person who's doing something out of the ordinary. I mean, that's like a
what
general.
Does that mean?
That's
yeah,
like a general
so
description.
Like,
okay,
girl, give me a description.
So, for example, this is something that my husband told me happened in his village. A girl was not in love with this man. She didn't want nothing to do with this man.
One day she was.
And then the next day she's like obsessed with him. And then later on he admitted he did black magic on her. But by then it was too late. They got married, had a family, blah, blah, blah. And she was kind of over it.
There is actually ways to make somebody obsessed with you.
I want that. Just kidding.
Like, I mean, I don't want to get too graphic here. We can discuss this on the side.
I actually don't want people obsessed with me.
Yeah. I don't want people obsessed with me either. Mm-mm. I want to be obsessed with me. I need to do black magic on myself because I do not love myself enough. Oh. I need to be way more obsessed. But black magic is a very clever use of biology and reality. That sounds so boring, but I'll just say, like, you know, like how they use yantras, for example. If you put sound on a yantra, it will make a whole other shape. It's real. It's not, you know, uji-buji. Mm-hmm. Black magic is the same thing. It's manipulation using very tamasic materials. And there are people that do that. Then there's the other side of people who are so paranoid about black magic. People like my mom, for example. Anything out of place, black magic. Something happened, black magic.
Yeah.
She didn't get what she wanted, black magic. You're doing black magic. Black magic, black magic. Tarot is black magic. Ayurveda is black magic. Horoscope and Vedic astrology is all black magic. Yoga is black magic. You know, well, that old Christian type of like anything that I do not know
is black magic. It's a witch.
It's a witch. Yeah. Burn. That's honestly dumb.
Yeah.
Black magic is so much deeper than that. Mm-hmm. So that's one. Number two, black magic usually affects your mind. Mm-hmm. Right? So, what we understand from our Shastras is that ghosts enter through the ear. They affect, when our intelligence is down, they enter through the ear and they play mind games in your brain. Mm-hmm. Any of you who went to Marj Gurukul or are watching this that can verify this or clarify, that's what I had heard. So that's why they say that your hearing has to, like, not that you're hearing, but essentially your intelligence has to be very strong. Because it is when you begin to doubt, that's when you have these subtle energies that sort of take you down the rail.
Yeah.
And then ultimately we have Jagannath, you know what I mean? I'm not scared of black magic. I'll be very honest with you.
Yeah.
I say I don't believe in it, not because I don't think it doesn't exist, but because I literally am not afraid of it. I've got my Jagannath. What on earth do you think anyone can do with him there with me? Even though as a terrible devotee as I am, I have decided that he is my Jagu, my Lord, my Master. If he decides that I'm supposed to have some black magic effect on me, he's the one responsible for me. He'll take care of it. I have nothing to fear from a couple of chicken feathers and lizard heads. Nothing at all. I'm telling you. Nothing. I mean, you get a couple of odd nightmare once and again when, you ever had that experience where you've eaten something that someone's cooked and it had meat in it or something like that and you have a really bad dream afterwards? Or like when sometimes I've had like accidentally there's been like somebody has cooked in a pot that had meat in it. You go to someone's house, some guest, or whatever, and then come home, I feel sick to my stomach stomach and then like, have bad dreams. It's all very tamasic. Very, very tamasic. People do not, underestimate. People underestimate the effects of tamaguna. They think tamaguna is a wooji-booji thing. And that's the real killer. Surround yourself with overly laziness, overly dark, unclean energy, dark and dirty and foul and rotten things in your life, rotten people, rotten thoughts, that's going to attract rotten things to you. Good apple and the bad apple together, the bad apple is not going to get better. That's all I got to say on that.
Yeah.
And as for Mataji's doing it in Mayapur, you're getting conned. You know what I mean? Like, you want to give away your money? Go for it.
I used to hear about it when I lived in Miami. There was a lady that would do like black magic, I guess. You know, like where you write the person's name and you put it in water and stick it in the freezer and that kind of stuff.
Break.
Like,
give me a break.
You miss me with that.
Put it in the freezer.
To freeze them.
So, when black magic was invented thousands of years ago, they said put the water in a freezer.
Listen, I don't make the rules. That's what she told me that they would, and she said, I went in the freezer, and my name was in there, and so-and-so's name was in there, and da-da-da-da. I said, all right.
Nah. I'll tell you about black magic, because I used to be really into all this kind of stuff when I was in my younger years. I used to be really into Wicca. Does anyone know what Wicca is?
Yeah.
Please shout out. I'm sure Gen Z doesn't know what Wicca is, but like without having to Google it. I was really into Wicca.
Yeah.
I was really into like anointing candles, and I didn't have any oil, so I just used Nishinga oil. And then it'd be like, you have a green candle for money, and purple for mystique, and then red for passion, and then the black candle for black magic, and white candle for me. And I'd have all these candles everywhere. And then you do the spell, like, by the power of 3, so mote it be, let it be done. Na, 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 na. It was very, like, Disney type of thing.
Yeah.
It's not magic. Once I started getting to a little bit more deep dive into it, black magic just comes off from the same source. Pure hatred. Pure envy. People who are envious people in your life, people who are jealous people in your life, they fuel their own type of bad energy to you. You don't need to wait for some shaman who's half naked, covered in ash with like bones for like, a chaddi or whatever with feathers on his head to do some mumbo jumbo in some language to be black magic. Black magic is happening when people are envious of you. And we're all envious of each other in this day and age. Somebody will always be envious of something of somebody else. The hardest emotion to admit is envy and jealousy. I would much sooner admit that I was angry, that I was sad, that I was depressed, that I was feeling insecure, than to admit that I'm jealous and that I'm envious. Because that's a hit to your ego right there. Talk about your envy, talk about your jealousy. Neutralize it. But that's all it is.
It's funny, like, just kind of, it sort of gives, like, the black magic thing is, like, kind of Christian vibes. It wasn't me, the devil made me do it.
The devil made me do it. Exactly.
It's like always trying to blame something else.
I was stupid the maid.
Yeah,
because of the devil.
The devil made me do it.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no accountability for yourself,
No.
like.
Of course, in the Vedic understanding, there is actually. There's a whole.
But I don't think anybody is really.
It exists. You don't want to find out.
But I mean, like, you think here in Mayapur?
I don't think here in Mayapur people have the Shakti to do this, but there are.
Yeah.
Some people are committed to the craft. One of the things is like, keep feeding somebody hair.
Ew.
Keep feeding somebody blood. Do you... Exactly, right? Isn't that nasty? Can you imagine?
What do you think about that?
It's gross.
It's gross. Can you imagine what that would do to your mind, your subtle body? Even if you don't know that you're eating it. Imagine what happens to your subtle mind, your subtle intelligence. Every day, feeding. That's black magic right there. Feeding dead things. with the intention to really, because they say, one of the reasons why do we offer Krishna Prasad? We want to purify the mentality of the food that we cook. A lot of things in black magic require taking nails, hair, spit, stool, urine, all these kind of dirty things, mixing it up and somehow into like a sweet and feeding it back to the person that is the target. This sort of like remote Wi-Fi, like I'm in America and I'm going to do black magic to you all the way in Australia by seeing your picture and burning it on the candle. That's why you got to be chaste with your body, you know? Clean your hairbrush, you know, keep your nails trimmed. You know, you keep yourself clean, you know what I mean? Like, always keep yourself clean. Stuff like that will get resolved. And Jagannath, I say what I said.
There are ghosts, though.
No, don't say that.
We don't say it. We don't say that. What do you think?
Scary.
What about a friendly ghost, like Casper?
What's a Casper?
Ooh, too young, child. Before your time. Before your time. No, we don't like ghosts. Do we like fairies?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me a high five. We like fairies. Do we like demigods?
Yeah.
And do we like goblins?
No.
Okay, she's a smart one now.
Okay. What are your thoughts on listening to outside of ISKCON? Also, something new is shorts and reels and TikToks. Many people also listen from there. Is that fine?
I'm not sure I quite understood the question.
Like, I'm not sure if they're talking about, like, material stuff or listening to, like, devotees outside of ISKCON.
I kind of understood it, like, is it okay to, like, listen to shorts and reels and not be in the temple? I don't know. I don't understand the question, but you can try to answer it. What are you...
I think they're talking about, like, listening to devotees outside of ISKCON, because sometimes it'll just pop up as a reel or whatever.
Many people also listen to that. Is that fine?
I mean, like, I think it's fine to, like, get a little something here and there, but, like, don't put your heart and soul into something.
Yeah.
You know? Sometimes somebody makes a great point, like we did that thing about the hair, and, like, somebody from, you know, from the Goswami lineage in Vrindavan had a great point.
Yes.
But I'm not now going to follow Pundarik Goswami.
Like, shorts and reels are like little snacks. They're not your main meal. There is a YouTube channel from my Guru Maharaj that's amazing. It shows little clips of him from classes that he has done over the years, and that's amazing. But that should not replace my need to go to the temple and listen to Bhagavatam class. You know what I mean? Or it should not replace my need to read Srila Prabhupada's books a little bit more thoroughly, a little bit more in depth. You know, it's potato chips. I can't compare it because it's still on the same Nitya platform. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, you know, my guru is the same guru who's speaking on Instagram as he is in Bhagavatam, but the benefit is to me. I can't coast off of Instagram and then swipe and see a meme about, you know, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. You know what I mean? That's not the place to focus. It's great for your feed because then your mind is getting purified with something positive. That's good. That's great. It's another devil of social media. But that has to be taken in balance. You need to put yourself out there and consciously work on your spiritual growth. It can't be okay just being nice class, tap tap, like. It can't be that. And
type Hare Krishna in the comments.
Hare Krishna, Jai Shri Ram, you know, or whatever, and then bah. You know, it's like, it's meant to just be a little motivator while you're doom scrolling. In fact, you shouldn't even be on social media at all. What a waste of time.
Unless you're watching us, then only watch us. Don't worry about anything else.
Legal PR department.
Don't stop.
You know, it's fun. Working on your spiritual growth is fun. Reading is fun. I love reading so much. Find your niche. Find what works for you. And as for listening to outside of ISKCON, I wouldn't recommend you do it. Not because I'm pro ISKCON, even though I am, but to make it neutral so I don't piss anybody off, I'll come at it from a different perspective. Don't be chanchali. If you don't want to listen to ISKCON, don't. Pick one mat, pick one path, pick one teacher, stick to it. You will get further in your life than... Of course, in my opinion, if you want the best flower, the sweetest nectar that you're going to find anywhere else, I'll stake my life on this. You read Prabhupada's books.
Yeah.
Mic drop. Are we happy with that? Anything
Yeah.
you want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, that's it. You can't grow your spiritual life off of watching reels. You get a little taste, but the nectar's not there. It's only when you really, like, get into it, listen to the whole class, read the books, practice, you know, what they're preaching, then you get some nectar. So it's like, okay, you can watch it. That's what I'm saying. Like, you watch it, go, okay. And that's it. But, like, you can't be, like, taking it so... Can't be, like, taking it so seriously or like, oh, now I've made a big offense by hearing this random thing that popped up in my reel.
Yeah. Calm down.
And also, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, yes, I'm on social media, but, like, scrolling reels, TikTok, whatever, it's, like, a big waste of time.
It's exhausting.
They're so smart. These people that make these things are so smart because you go, oh, it's only a minute.
1 hour gone.
It's just 1 minute. And yeah, and 60 minutes later,
Yeah.
you've wasted an hour.
And it's all interesting stuff that they know you like.
Yeah.
Because we have so many desires and so many interests. I have shows, when I'm doom scrolling, I doom scroll on YouTube. So that's why I'm not on Instagram, but I like YouTube. YouTube is a lot healthier, I think, than Instagram. Instagram feels like they darkly plan my descent.
Yeah.
YouTube just gives me all the stuff that I like to watch. I do, like, antique thrift shop finds. I'll do, like, antique, you know, like, cleaning. They'll take stuff and they'll put the thing on it. There's this weird show about physics and cooking stuff and memes, you know, like, it's a little bit madness, you know, like, we need to snap out of the reality of social media life. I think that's kind of hard to, like, get your head around.
Yeah. Like, it's good if you can manage your time, you know, okay, but, like, there's so much to enjoy in life and to do in life. To sit and just don't doom scroll for hours and hours and hours and hours is, like, not a productive use of time.
I'll tell you one thing, though. Let me put it like this. Actually, it was so cool. Like, so one of the videos of my Guru Maharaj was talking about Vaishnava Aparad. And we've all heard that Vaishnava Aparad is like a mad elephant disease, you know? And my Guru Maharaj is there and he's talking about Vaishnava Aparad and he's giving the analogy of, and this was in a class, this was an excerpt from a class from however many years ago. And it was like, he was saying, oh, the mad elephant, it's uprooting all the trees. And everyone's heard this story and it's like, yes. But then he took the analogy deeper. He says, you know, when the elephant comes in and uproots the tree, the leaves are still green. They don't die immediately.
Yeah.
It is only after a couple of days that you'll see the leaves start to wilt. And this was the real danger of Vaishnava Aparad, that only after some time will you see the results of all your good karma or your good benefits, your mind or whatever, begin to wilt. You won't notice it immediately because Vaishnava Aparad literally comes and uproots that spiritual bhakti lata from the heart. And then when you have no more spiritual happiness, because you will not, because of Vaishnava Aparad, you will turn to material happiness. Things like this that you see in a reel are great little boosters to think about through the day. They're kind of like a, I mean, for those who are pro-vaccine, you know, like vaccine shot for your COVID or whatever, but you can't live off of vaccinations.
Yeah.
You have to have a healthy diet, a healthy sleep, a healthy life, you know, so on. You cannot just live off of booster shots.
Yeah.
So think of it like that.
It's a good example. I like that.
That was really blew my mind.
Go ahead, Mama.
Hello.
Okay, so that's all I got for the anonymous ones. I got one on WhatsApp.
Oh!
I think that's the end of the questions. I got two, so...
Okay.
Oh, no. I got two more after this.
Okay.
They're a little bit more in depth, but let me give you the WhatsApp one. All right. What is your opinion on the road closing to the Gornagar part of Mayapur?
I think it's retarded.
Yeah, it's insane. The whole thing was insane.
I think it was dumb. I think it was a move. I don't think it was done for no reason. Like, I think there was a certain... Excuse me. I apologize for that. I think there was a certain need to do that. And they achieved the objective that they wanted by closing that road and kind of cutting off the access so that the people like Alok and all them or whatever got what they needed to. They wouldn't have their power. But have prices gone down? I don't think so.
No.
I don't think so. I think on a political sense, it kind of did something. But for the lives of the everyday devotees, nothing has changed.
Yeah.
Actually, yes, it has changed. It's gotten worse because now devotees can't go to the temple from that access.
For those of you that don't know what's happening, basically on, I believe it was Srivas Thakur's appearance day, they closed down like a main road that devotees take to go to the temple, and they destroyed the only park that we have in Mayapur.
Yeah.
The community park.
Have you seen on forum
What?
the chain emails about the park?
Like what?
Oh my god. This is the one time I have news.
I mean, I might have seen it and forgotten
Everyone
about
be
it.
so mad.
Yes.
The people who donated to the park want their
Yes,
money back.
of course. Even I donated.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Everyone's like, and then there's some devotees there who are like back and forth, and they're basically blaming Pancharatna and Titaguna.
But it's not their fault.
But then there's some people who believe that it is.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, because they were the face
no.
of the park. I mean, and the intention was not to cheat anybody.
Yeah, of course. I believe that.
And, like, the road closure didn't affect me personally, really. Like, it is a little inconvenience, but not huge.
Yeah,
But-
because I live on the other side.
Yeah.
And there's finally, like, a road that from the Sakinivas side.
Mm-hmm.
So, you can do that.
You can
but
sort of figure it out.
for the people near Manix, it just sucks, you know? Like,
that you can literally see the temple from where you live, but you've got to go all the way around, and it's like a political thing. They claim it's part of the master plan, which is BS to me. Sorry.
You know what it could also be? It could be that nobody wants to build during rainy season. Construction really grinds to a halt between July and September. Maybe during the winter they might have a separate access road that meets up with the road that comes to Sakinivas.
I don't think.
And just not use... I don't know though.
As far as I've heard, there is no plan to fix the issue.
Yeah.
Management doesn't seem to really care that it inconveniences like a couple thousand devotees.
Yeah.
Yeah, and just
And the
tearing
land's
down-
already sold.
Yeah. And like from what I think was the most irritating is that they tore down this community park that devotees gave their money to so that they can build another fugly skyscraper.
Yeah.
Sorry to say. But like how many
Yeah.
buildings we have in Mayapur? The park was our one little piece of greenery in the Dham.
I'm
And then-
really into parks,
Yeah, you need to have a nice park for the children to play. All these children are just playing in their room, playing in their apartment, playing on the roof. Like, and here's the thing. Okay.
I'm sorry, can we just pause for a minute?
Yeah.
I'm just laughing because I know you don't like that damn.
I don't like the park. I was just about to say that too. Look, let me tell you something right now. I never took my daughter to that park. I think there's snakes in that park. Okay? I'm not putting my daughter in a place that might have a snake hiding in it. But that doesn't mean the other children shouldn't have a snake park. Okay? Let them have the snake park. The community park. But like it was nice to see, you drive by and you see like they're playing soccer, they're playing,
Yeah, it's true.
It was nice.
One
to
time
see.
they were playing like that game from what is it, Squid Games? Mm-hmm. You know the one where they turn around na 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 na. Like basically stop and go.
Yeah.
It was cute. I like that part.
Yeah. So, like even if I don't personally benefit from it, like there were kids that did, and you and I even sat there one time and just like chilled.
Yeah.
And it was just like a nice
Yeah.
place to just
We
sit.
need places like that. It doesn't all have to be buildings, you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
That was like another thing like I think about sometimes. Like sometimes I'm out, but I don't want to go home because it's kind of a long drive, and I just want somewhere to just sit
For a little bit.
for a little
Just
bit.
chill.
Up there, we don't have a place that has like benches.
Yeah.
You
You
know,
gotta drive everywhere, walk everywhere.
I
You
either
can't
go
sit.
home or sit in the temple, and I don't want to like go take off my shoes, you know,
Yeah.
like I just want to like sit for a minute, you know.
Nothing of the
We
sort
got
here.
nothing like that
Nothing
here.
of the sort.
So they destroyed this park. As far as I've heard from management, they have no intention. I mean, I keep hearing that they're building another park closer to Rasika's restaurant.
Oh, okay.
That's what I heard, is that they gave that land.
We'll see about
But
that.
never heard anything about that. Never. So
Again, devotees who wanted to invest should have pooled their own money to buy their own land,
Yeah.
fresh off of some local or whatever, to make their own park.
Yeah.
By buying through ISKCON, you suddenly are subjected to these kind of nonsenses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is what I mean by
Sorry to say.
independent living. Devotees, we're at that place now where we're big enough to start pooling our money together. There's an independent school, Magni Mataji's school. It runs amazingly because it's not run by ISKCON.
Yeah.
ISKCON is meant to take care of books and preaching and class and deity worship. That's it.
Yeah.
They're not here to deal with your visa issues. They're not here to deal with your marital issues. They're not here to deal with your you know what I mean, your day-to-day. That's on you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's how I feel about that.
So that just really sucked that they got rid of this
Yeah.
park, this beautiful park, to put up another gray building. You know, and people, God forbid, like any of the people that own buildings around here, allow a little space for a blade of grass to grow. Because they don't, you know, so all these little butchas, like, end up playing on the roof, playing in their room, playing in, you know, like, they don't have anywhere to play
Yeah.
and be children and have fun, you know? And it's just contributing to that. Like, how, and then people are like, you say it's the spiritual capital of the world, like, even New York got a park, y'all.
That's true.
You know?
Only because they were forced to.
Yeah.
That park is a legal entity by itself, protected by trust.
Yes.
If you left it up to anyone, they'll build it right up.
Of course.
So,
But I'm sorry, like, the whole thing was crappy, and the fact that they have not yet, and it's been months, they have not yet found any way to build any kind of little alley, even. If you don't want a big road, okay, make an alley. Something, they made sure to mash up that road next to the park, so that definitely nobody, if somebody wants to walk on that muddy tract of land, let them. Okay, you broke the road, leave it. But they had to mash it up too, so definitely you cannot even walk on the road.
they did the same thing with the back road,
Yeah.
the Sarasvati Nagar road.
It was so sickening to see these little old Matajis coming from Mangalarti, and then they're trapped because they can't cross.
Yeah.
Sickening. Terrible. You know?
What you gonna do about it, guys? Come on, let's pool our resources together.
And devotees again and
Let's
again.
do it.
I'm always, they did the petition. They're trying to have the Ishtagoshri. They're doing the Harinam. They're doing everything in their little power that they can. And management literally does not care, does not communicate, doesn't say anything.
Stop relying on management. I've been saying
You
this.
know?
Why is this such a shock to people? Like, why are we continuing to
Like, to your point, pull the money together and build a road.
build a road? Build your own road,
Build
build your
a
own
road.
park, build your own hospital, manage your own. And it's not like, oh, I guess devotees can't trust each other. It's like, no. Devotees are independent. Brahmanas, we are a Brahminical society. Brahmanas are independent. They do not live under the subjugation of somebody else. So for a Brahminical society, what that means is that the elements of our society means that they're independently run. That everyone works together in a nexus.
You know, they built they have those big those big gates, right? That they
Yeah.
put. Is there still security standing there, or have they
I
left?
think so.
This is the problem also.
From time and again, I'll see security
Because
guards
if the
there.
security is there, then you can't build anything.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Built outside of ISKCON.
But how will we get to the temple? That's the question. Because all those people that are
You
affected
make-
by it can't access. They have no way to access
Yeah,
it.
but that's already a problem. Gornagar's done. Gornagar's done. There's no saving Gornagar. Gornagar is ISKCON land.
ISKCON. Okay, let me tell you something. Gornagar been done since they built that.
Leaning Tower of
Tower.
pasta.
Yeah,
Like-
the Leaning Tower of Gornagar. Since then, it's been done.
Yeah. So
You build a 7-story building and didn't put an elevator. Excuse you.
yeah. Yeah. So let them take care of that. For devotees who want to move forward, look outside of ISKCON.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Okay,
That was our WhatsApp question.
that was our WhatsApp question.
That's funny.
And then somebody asked me a question personally.
What does that mean?
Like they saw me and they're like, "What video are you making?" And I was like, "Oh, we're doing Q&A." And they're like, "Okay, here's my questions."
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Would you recommend devotees move to Mayapur as it is now, or should they stay near their temple community?
Tricky question. I will always instinctively say move to Mayapur. But it depends on what you're coming to Mayapur for. Right? I see no reason why people should not move to Mayapur. Like Mayapur has everything, like spiritually, internally, that you would need. But if you're the kind of person who, for example, have kids in high school, you want to get them educated and all that. Hey, I went to Smith's. I graduated from Smith's. That got me into law school in London. My degree in London got me to the top law school for my master's. So can't really even take a knock on education. But there may be reasons why you don't necessarily want to move to Mayapur because of job. Don't come to Mayapur broke. Please, for God's sake, do not come over here, unless you're single maybe, and of that mindset. But do not bring your family here, take up some chippy-chappy little service job, getting like some 6,000 rupees a month, which can't even feed nobody, and getting fried, because that's what management is going to give you. Get fried, and then leave and say that Mayapur was the problem, management was the problem. This is not a place to get work. This is not a place to, you bring work here. Come help expand. People like, Damo had his ghee business and the bakery and the Thai place, and what's his name was doing the Mayapur internet for a while. Come create business here. Start new things here. But if you come and sustain yourself. Because I don't think you will be, I'm not saying, hey, I'm lucky enough to have a service here that I'm able to stay, thank God. But I don't think that it's possible for you to come without a financial plan. Unless you're really ready to give up everything and live the Mayapur life, which a lot of people do. But just keep that in mind that it doesn't happen overnight if you're planning on that. Transition, be kind to yourself. A lot of people be like, I'm going to Mayapur, Haribol. And then they're like, whoa. Don't do some knee-jerk reaction moving. If you have the money to move over here, then you probably have the money to come visit once a year and stay for maybe 2 months, 3 months, during the nice season. So you can see what it feels like, what is life like here, get to learn a little bit of what it's like to be in Mayapur or Vrindavan, But Mayapur is really international, so I'm biased. That's all I'd say on that.
I will say we do have like a really sweet, lovely community.
For the most part.
For the most part. Like, I do like the community here. But that being said, it depends on your intention. Okay? Mayapur, again, I said it before, I say it again. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is not there to raise your kid. That's your responsibility. So don't think I'm going to drop my kid off in Mayapur and then I'm going to go la-di-da, travel with my guru, go and see this and that festival or whatever. You still have to raise your kid, school them, educate them, feed them, whatever.
Yeah.
That's still your responsibility. Doesn't matter whether or not you're in the Dham. Yeah. Second thing, because people like to say, oh, I know when I go to America and they ask where I'm from and I'm like, yeah, I'm visiting from Mayapur. And they're like, oh my God, and they want to touch my feet, you know? And I'm like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
Yeah. Don't start with that.
It's not like that.
Yeah. Not for me. And there's other people whose feet are gladly touched, you
For
know,
sure.
like Janani Prabhu,
Definitely,
you know, like
100%.
absolutely, you know, but
Yes.
that ain't me.
So, what I'm saying is that Sridham Mayapur is what you make of it. Okay?
Yes.
But it's not that you're coming here to show off like, yes, I am the highest spiritual person and I'm going to get the highest spiritual benefit by being here.
Girl, who hurt you?
We done did. No, I'm speaking because I've seen that happen with
It's
a
true.
lot of families. They come here because they think, oh, my community is too small and I'm not getting enough from my community.
Fair.
Okay? And then they come to Mayapur thinking that they're getting something 1,000,000 times better, 100 times better, 10 times better, and then they get really disappointed. You know? And then they leave.
Yep.
Because it's I've given this example, right? Many times. If you know me, you've heard me say this. When I was a teacher, at the front of the class, who sits there? The good children. The children that are eager to learn, that want to be there,
Depends.
that listen.
Oh,
that
sorry.
want to be there, right? They're excited to learn. They're eager for the nectar. So they're sitting in the front,
The
right?
nectar,
Little
such a Hari.
little like, you know, they're just like little teachers'
Little
pets.
blossoms.
They're little teachers' pets, right? Who's also at the front? You know who's there? When I see a kid misbehaving in the back, I say, "Hey, you come here. Come. I gotta watch you. Sit right here. Right here, front and center." Those people are also here. So it's the same thing with Mayapur. Yes, you get your pure devotees, your Janani Prabhu, Advaita Maharaj, You get them. They're here. You know who else is here? Rotten, filthy karmis like me. I'm here.
You're not a karma though.
Girl.
Girl, I'm more of a karma than you are.
You know?
She's a good one.
I'm doing
She
my
look
best.
right. She's a opinionated.
It's my pajamas.
She's a good one.
No, you're too kind. But you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's what you make of it.
And-
'Cause it's
Sorry.
Chintamani Dam. It's what you want to make. Whatever you want it, whatever you desire, it will fulfill. Because you can definitely have a great spiritual experience here. I love traveling with like people who are visiting here for the first time, second time, third time, whatever, but just visiting. Because you get to see Mayapur through their eyes. When you're like, this is where Lord Chaitanya is born, they're like, whoa! And then it's like, oh, and this is Gadadhar Pandit's footprint. They're like, whoa! You know? And
Yeah,
you're like, okay,
yeah.
this is the nectar, you know?
Yeah.
It's what
it
you
is.
make of it.
Everywhere you turn is Krishna here, which is the actual beauty of living in Mayapur. Over there is Yogapit, over there is Ganga, over there is TOVP, over there. You know, like, everywhere you turn, there will be something to remind you of Krishna. And that's a beautiful place to live, where there's no chance not to see Krishna every day. But one thing I will say, I will just share this one story. I have a friend of mine who left Mayapur. She's very dear to me, right? And her family, she moved overseas. She went away, and she always loved Mayapur. And I remember talking to her once, and I said, you know, what about Mayapur? And she was like, where she is now, she's established, and she has a center where she promotes Krishna consciousness from where she is. And she said, you know, Narayan, I love Mayapur. Mayapur is always in my heart. Mayapur will never leave me. But I had to go for several reasons, right? She left. And I took my family with me and we left. And now I'm here where I am in this new country. And I feel like I'm so much closer to Prabhupada than I ever was in Mayapur because I'm here doing the thing. And I think that's also important to consider when you want to move to Mayapur. There's no shame in living outside of Mayapur. It's not that it's like, you know, some milestone tick. You know, like go to high school, go to university, get a job, move to Mayapur. You know what I mean? It doesn't work that way. Prabhupada wanted us. Mayapur was meant to be the place where, you know, the bums and the rejects, you know, and the single Mataji, they come and live here. You know, like that type of vibe. He didn't want the preachers living in Mayapur. He wanted preachers out. You
They
go
should
to France.
only come for Gaur Purnima.
Ah, yes. Come for Gaur Punim, get your booster, and go.
Yeah.
He didn't want coasting in Mayapur. You go to Japan. You go to France. You go to Russia. You go to preach in Brazil. That's the mood. So it's so much more powerful when you can be out there and have Krishna in your day-to-day life, in the midst of it all. I couldn't. I lived in London. I didn't see Krishna. Festivals here and there, Radhastami, Janmastami. Here I'm with Krishna every day because I'm a loser. You know what I mean? Put me outside. I'm like water. I will take the shape of whatever bowl you put me in. So I'm happy being in Mayapur. It saved my life. I know no other home. I don't want any other home. I hope I die here by the mercy of someone. I don't know who out there will be kind enough to me. But this is where I'm at. But that story really struck a chord with me because she's there, she's preaching, she's made devotees. There's people who are not devotees who are coming, who know who Krishna is now. And I'm like, Prabhupada would be crying tears of joy at this lady. When previously the idea was live in Mayapur. Mayapur is the cream of the crop. Something to think about.
Yeah. I'd say if you wanted to come to Mayapur, it's great to come for some time to learn. This is a great place to learn things, Not just Bhakti Shastri or Mayapur deity worship course or Mridanga harmonium. I'm talking about you can learn how to decorate for a festival. Things little things like this. I just find that every time I go back to the US.
Cooking. So many things that your Gornitai in, Boise, Idaho.
Yeah.
They'll want to eat some palong shak, shoshatele shobji or something. You know what I mean? They'll want some begoni bhaja.
They want some home food.
They want your bideshi sabji that ain't got no flavor. Don't knock on you, but sometimes I want to get some taste of home.
Yeah.
Come here and learn.
Every time I go back to America, they're like, oh, can you help me with dressing the deities? Can you help me? Show me how to make a turban. Can you do this? And how will I do that? And how will I make this yagya-kun? And how will I... it's all
Honestly,
things that I learned from Mayapur.
They love Krishna so much better over there sometimes. They want all the dresses that we consider chippy here, they get from here there, and they put all the flowers. They want to learn how to decorate.
Yeah.
They're sending people off to come learn mridanga, and there's a real nectar. Anything from India, they love it, because you can't get it there. Gopi skirt here will cost you 1,000 rupees.
Maybe.
Over there, what's 1,000 rupees?
1,000 rupees US?
That's about
$10.
$10.
Yeah.
$10. You buy a gopi skirt over there, it'll probably be 50, 60.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the same exact one.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're gonna come to Mayapur, take advantage of being in Mayapur. And really, be humble also. Don't come in here and being no, I'm a sadhu and everyone here is a sadhu. Because
why is everything dirty? Why is there a cow on the road? Why is the buses so loud? Dude, save it.
Yeah.
Maybe a little purification. I'll give you 6 months of adjustment. 1 year tops. And then you gotta shut up.
Yeah.
Or go back to your country where there's no traffic. Supposedly. That, no.
Yeah.
And for God's sake, if you bring your kids, don't do the split family thing. That used to be such a norm here.
I don't like that split
Mama's at
family
home taking care of the kids, and Daddy is off in New York
thing. Yeah.
doing the stock
Schlepping at
exchange.
the convenience store.
And stripping the maid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No. Family together.
Yeah.
If I'm a wife, I go where my husband is. I don't care.
Yeah.
And if I'm a husband, I'll take care of my wife. I'm not going to leave her alone somewhere.
Yeah.
There's no, you there, I'm here. Kids, whenever.
It's not a family.
Don't.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
So yeah. Know your intention. Basically. Because it could work. I mean, I have my daughter here. Yeah. I love it here.
But you're here.
I'm here, but I'm just saying, there has to be some benefit of us being here. I love, she goes to school and she learns all these Krishna songs. And, everything's very Krishna focused, and, that's really sweet. We have now these Sakhi's appearance days, the Panchtattva appearance days. She participates in that. Yeah, the only thing that's really tough is like festival time. There's like we can't enjoy a festival like we do in the West. But like other than that, like it can be great if you make it great, but it's not going to automatically be great.
Everyone's got to pitch in. So I've been saying from the start.
Yeah. Last question.
Last question.
We were told growing up as ISKCON devotees that education is not important, especially for girls. Is it important or Krishna will provide?
Listen. I am number one pro-education. You'll probably not find somebody who is more pro-education than I am. Get yourself educated. Stop being a bum. Learn how to read, how to write properly. I'm not even talking as a joke like in high school or whatever. Learn how to draft an email properly. Don't rely on ChatGPT for everything. I do not believe in this. Girls too. And I'm not even talking about feminism. Like, for your own, how long are you gonna wait before you get married and have to depend on some man who may be some bum who thought, I went to Gurukul, I never learned anything, now I'm just gonna be a pujari girl? Then you gotta take your share of the relationship as well. What is wrong with being educated? What is wrong is that you get educated and then the natural desire to go have some materialistic life with some big salaries so you can spend on clothes and cars and this and that and the other. Like, that's got to stop. Live simply. But doesn't matter if you're a lawyer, an engineer, a carpenter, a plumber, an electrician, a politician, whatever it is. Get yourself educated in one thing in your dharma. Have a piece of paper that says this man actually studied here with teachers who have taught him how to do this such a subject or this such a profession, so you can get yourself some means of living. That's what that piece of paper is for. I get triggered. Grab this goddamn
It's all
I'm
not
so mad. I get so mad when people talk about education is nothing but a piece of paper.
I told you was going to trigger him.
I'm not buying that. These are the people who never went to school. These are the people who went to school and failed because they didn't put in the effort. These are the people who are envious of those who actually tried. And these are the people who never bothered to think about what they wanted to do and just went with the flow, didn't like it, and now salty. Put a little effort into your education. There's no shame in being a so-called lower class. Like, for example, in the medical profession, the dentist is not really considered doctor, you know? And you know how much money the dentist makes? Yeah. The richest medical practitioners are dentists. And that's already a bougie profession like medical. Plumbers, electricians, so-called lower, you work so that you can make money to actually achieve your real goals. No one's life is their work. That's whoever is selling you on this is mad. We work so that we get money, so that when you want to set up that own little business that you've been wanting to do for the longest time, or you want to go for that travel, or you want to take care of your parents, or you just want to save up some money and buy a house because it was your dream to live in Mayapur, for example, you need money for that. Your life is not your work, and education is one way of going about it. No matter what path you choose in life, you should be educated in something. Something that has value that will give you some income. I'll get so mad with this.
I know you would get triggered. I told her when she asked me this question, I was like, you know you're going to trigger Narayan.
I'm triggered. I've had people being like, education. What's good is education.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God, I gotta shut up. Prema, take over. I need a minute to cool off.
Let me tell you something. In the early days, it was I know Prabhupada said, like, girls should learn how to read and write, and that's it. You know? And it was very common to think, oh, we only need to learn how to read and write. And read and write. And what's the use of an education? Let me tell you something. Should I name names?
Wait, pause. Who?
All these Maharajas with PhDs that they got after they became devotees. Tamal Krishna Maharaj, right?
No.
bless his soul, has a PhD. If education is not important, why he got a PhD?
Oh, okay.
Jagannath Maharaj has a PhD. And they got their PhD long after they became devotees. Long after. Not that they got the PhD first, then came. Okay? Why did they get those things? If it wasn't important.
Preaching.
I'm sorry to say, and I'm going to say it like this, don't let people fool you into thinking you don't need an education so that they can take advantage of you.
Exactly. Damn exactly.
Because they very well benefited off the backs of all these people selling stickers at the airport to get their PhD, and you still schlepping away. Selling cards or selling
calendars
in the mall.
Yeah.
Right? While they
Now,
got their PhDs in their houses.
I think a lot of people also...
Chago, please.
I think people also get very triggered or charged with the word education, because I think what it means to some people is university, which, having gone through the entire academic experience, I've even helped students get into the universities. Like, I can tell you that is a nightmare, like, in a way, right? There's the money involved. Where are you going to go? You have to write your application. You have to have a certain amount of grades. Let me tell you, people, please listen to me if there's anything I can tell you. University is not the only translation of the word education. Please be kind to yourself if that feels overwhelming. Fact number 1. Fact number 2, even if you wanted to go to university, you can go at 30, you can go at 40, you can go at 50, and you can go at 60. And you can go at 70, 80, 90. As long as you live, there's always an opportunity for you to educate yourself at a university. When I was studying in law school, I remember distinctly, because I blocked out all the other memories, but one of them that I chose to retain was a day that we were sitting. I was in my second year. A group of us sitting in the atrium, which was like just the hall, the common hall. And there was a bunch of people giggling at this, myself included, to which I feel shame to this day. Because I was new, I was fresh out of Mayapur, I wanted to be cool, I wanted to blend in. I was giggling at this senior gentleman who was walking into our class. He was in his 40s or 50s, or maybe it was she, you know? Be like, oh, look at that old uncle studying law. Old. To this day, I feel shame and regret that I could ever do something like that to somebody who had the courage to walk in the middle of a room full of bratty little young kids like myself to try and fulfill a dream. I remember talking to another lady who was in her 40s or older, 50s, I think, who wanted to do law. She said, why? Her story was, I had to take care of the kids. I got married. I wanted to be home with my kids, but it wasn't some sob story, but like half, you know? She was like, I love my kids. I wanted to take care of them. She made a sacrifice, but she never let go of her dream. She wanted to become a lawyer. Even if she didn't end up becoming one, she wanted to study it. There's no maximum age limit for learning. Minimum, yes, but never maximum. So please be kind to yourself. You want to get educated? What it means is you please learn under a guru. There are so many gurus in life, not just the one who gives you diksha or shiksha. My gurus are my law teachers. My gurus are the people who have taught me so many things more than just spiritual knowledge. You don't have to go to university if you don't have the money for it. There are local schools, but people got ego. Nobody wants to show face that says, I went to some local government school. I went to some local place.
I think your doorbell's ringing.
I think that's us.
Yeah.
Think about that, guys. I feel very passionately about this. Bah. Hold on.
We're going to wait. I'm going to wait for you. We got to sign off together.
Yeah.
I'm going to say what I have to say while you're answering the door. I think there's something, I didn't learn very much in Bhakti Shastra, I'm going to be honest with you, but one thing I learned are details and principles, right? Principles are the general thing, the things that we must follow. Details is the little things, and people get so hung up on these little things, right? This stuff about girls shouldn't be educated or minimal education, blah, blah, blah. These are details. The principle is, Srila Prabhupada says, whatever you have, whatever you're doing, you offer it to Krishna. You have a talent, you have a skill. Give that to Krishna, whatever it is. And the purpose of your life is not to just wait for it to finish. The purpose is to find out what it is.
I ain't got no principles.
But you got details.
Do I?
It's not about that. You know, details is like fixating on the little things without looking at the bigger picture. So
Yes.
I'm saying the bigger picture that Srila Prabhupada wanted all of us to follow is that whatever we're doing, we offer that to Krishna.
Yes.
So the goal of your life is to figure out, what am I meant to offer to Krishna? So the goal of your life is to figure out, who am I? You know, what service, what talent can I offer to Krishna?
Where's my friendship bracelet?
It's right here, baby. What talent, what service can I provide? And then you give that to Krishna. And that's it. All these details about girls should only learn how to read and write, that's not Krishna consciousness. That's a detail. You know?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with whether, if you learn to read and write and you happen to learn science too, it doesn't discount you from going to Goloka.
Exactly.
It doesn't. You know?
Exactly. Especially in this day and age where some people might say, oh, but Prabhupada was also extremely practical. And I will not speak for Srila Prabhupada, but I will say for damn sure that Prabhupada would always adjust for the practicality of what makes your Krishna consciousness blossom more. He would never prevent somebody from taking in an honest, a decent, gentlemanly, or ladylike profession. I don't mean like some crazy profession that has no realistic prospects, no chances. Like, I'm going to invest in some $1 million idea and I'm going to be rich overnight, some get-rich-quick schemes. You know what I mean? Like, that's not gentlemanly. That's a cheat. But we want as many different if we're going to try to build a world that is Krishna conscious, that world is comprised of different kinds of people. Right? It can't just all be brahmachari. We can't live in a world of 7 billion brahmacharis. Please kill me. I don't want to come back again. You know what I mean? Like, it cannot be just book distributors everywhere you turn, like a sea of saffron orange everywhere you turn. Yeah. We have doctors, we have actors, we have politicians, we have kings, you know, we have husbands, wives, daughters, sons. So
teachers,
add to the Pokemon.
garbage men.
Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So,
That's
I feel really strongly about education, guys. Do not ask me about education. I'll beat you. So.
Dude, that's what trigger you.
I'm so mad. I hate people who look down on education. It's literally your life-saving grace. Education is the light bulb. It's representative of the brahmanas. We need the brahmanas to lead society because of their knowledge and what they give to society. Without that guidance, we'd be lost. Everything you think you know, you learn from somebody else. Who taught you how to dress? Who taught you how to put on your makeup? If it wasn't your mom, it was somebody on YouTube. That's a guru. That's a soft kind of guru. So respect your education, because you got to learn something from someone somewhere and then go and teach it to somebody else. So bad. Are we good?
We got all the questions.
Everything?
Yeah. Prasadam was great. Thank you so much for Prasadam.
My pleasure. Very welcome. Let us know what you guys think about this wild Q&A. Did you guys enjoy our little blabbing? Would you like to see more of this? If you have any other questions, please let us know.
Yeah. Like, share, and subscribe. In the description box below, it tells you all the ways that you can support us. As always, be good to each other and be good to yourselves. And
thank you for being damn good. Bye.
Bye.